start early. Thanks, StreamYard. So Travis, man, hey, we're live. So what's up, everybody? Travis, what's cool with StreamYard is we're streaming to 3 places, and all the comments come in to one stream, and we can pop them up on screen
like that.
Dude, yeah. I'm sold already.
Yeah, it's nice, dude. It's
sold
nice
already. Streamlabs, you're done. Sorry, it's been great. You were like the really pretty girl that I really liked at first because you're so hot, and then you're a total bitch. And the more I got to know you, I really didn't like you anymore. And now StreamYard is my new love of my life.
No, man. It's your first real love, but then after you get to know him, you realize, there's nothing really here, and there's better options out there.
Absolutely.
You had a great time, but it's time to get off this ride.
Yep.
It's high school.
It's high school. It's streaming high school. Yes.
We can you can easily screen share as well. Yep.
Look at that. That's awesome, man. What a cool feature. Ooh, that's not very good at all.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened? I think we got a virus. Oh, okay. All right. We're good.
You can logo it. They haven't made it to where we moved the logo yet, but I can just.
It's only as good as the users using it, Travis. You know,
I gotcha.
Sometimes you're gonna get a Phil face.
Nothing you can do about that, bud.
Dang it, Forge and Winton, go back on and stream for another minute.
Like you don't know when the fuck we start the show, Bean.
But also, Bean, you could have streamed until 8 and then raided into us, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, that's what Forge basically just said.
Literally, like
amateur.
If we're not attacking our chat, we
I don't even know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
Travis, I'm so sorry that our fuck up fans have just fucked up again and embarrassed us.
Literally,
man. I apologize.
What am I dealing with here? For one thing, y'all have fans, so that's better than my show already.
Yeah, no, he's here. Yeah, they're both here. They're both here.
There's a free version of StreamYards. I don't remember what it does unless you do a number of things, but their logo is there at the top. But the paid version is very cheap.
Such a great word.
So good.
What is
it? Is that's why I had to I have to highlight that. That's
what a dingus. That's right, Queen.
So my last words.
Hold on, I haven't heard dingus for like 20 years. Like,
my last words to my father were, "You fucking dingus." That was it.
Oh, thank you.
At least you made him count, bud. At least
I did. You know what? You know what? They will stick with me, and they stuck with him until the end. So,
yeah. On the plus side, he's already let it go.
Fucking Ice Queen.
Oh my god.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm seeing the comments now. I was in private chat. Now I'm in comments. Oh man, that's nice. Then it tells you where the comments coming from. Look how nice this is.
So I mean, if we really want to be like, Queen Hat, thank you for checking us out on Twitch. We appreciate it. Be sure to whatever you do on Twitch, follow, like, subscribe. Swan named Emily also in the Twitch. How's it going? So yeah, if you want to
look at her, she knows.
Man, y'all have like a lot, dude. Like I think I've had one chick my entire time streaming, like for like 3 years now, and it was Shannon from Dragon.
It was Dennis
with a wig on.
I have no. Yeah, y'all have girls in your chat, man. That is so cool. Awesome.
We're trying to get more than
in the room.
We're trying to get more than 3, but I guess it's all relative. We're doing better than Blazing Defender Report.
We have 5.
Well, apparently I've been doing this for 5 years. Somebody in the chat says they have video of me. Old Nerdgasm reports.
Maybe it's
yeah, dude.
Maybe it's calling yourself the Blazing D. Let's start there.
Yeah. No, that's
just gonorrhea.
Apropos.
Yeah, you got gonorrhea, dude. The Blazing D.
Oh no.
Dude, gonorrhea is your butt. Syphilis is your ding dong. I
don't think you're right on that. I don't think you're right on that at all. I mean, you can get gonorrhea everywhere, dude. Depending on where you got it from.
I've never had it.
Uh-huh.
Sure. I don't think I have.
Yeah, all right, bud.
Guys, before
Wow,
we get
this
started,
took a turn, didn't it, Charles?
Stealth King is
I'm so
Stealth
glad
King
I
is
didn't miss this.
driving home again this week, so we want to make sure he's good. Glad he made it to this week.
Dude, I
Charles,
told
he
you
missed
he'd
it
be
last
fine.
week. He was in a snow ditch, so
Yeah, he
That's
crashed. Well, it didn't crash. He put his truck into a ditch and had to have the cops drive him home.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Kruggles in chat. She's right. Stealth King.
she's
Wow.
right next to you in the room.
Yeah.
Do not twitch and drive.
I don't know. I
Stealth
don't
King,
know,
you
Stealth
do
King.
you, Bill. Like, don't let people tell you what to
Look.
do and what not to do.
I just want to do one thing. Stealth King, if you're about to die, you're a fucking dingus. So there you go.
Don't steal my father's.
Dingus.
That's my last words to people, you asshole.
My father's
If
lies.
you're at home and you hear the word dingus,
Take a drink.
Take a drink.
take a drink. You might not make it out of the episode. Just saying. Dingus.
If you're driving, don't do that.
Take a drink.
King.
I mean,
Wait, I love how
it's
Mike
frowned
looks
upon.
dead at the camera. Like Stealth King's driving and looking at the camera, and your eye
know he
locking
is.
is going to shame him into looking at the road and not dying.
You got to remember, Wisdom used to watch and drive as
that
well.
motherfucker. Yes. God damn. Drive me crazy.
Wisdom-
And I have been known to watch and drive as well. So I mean, I'm guilty.
it's
I think-
actually
Yeah, the
a
number of
habit.
calls I've taken from Phil on the road, video calls, is too
Hey.
many.
We about ready?
I was gonna say, I think Wisdom did panels
Ready?
while driving. All right, yeah, I'm first up. Let's do it, y'all.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Oh, we have a show to.
Guilty.
You're listening to Almost Daily Discourse with your perfectly adequate hosts, Mike, Phil, Tony P, and here with today's topic is Charles.
What is up, you trash pandas? I am back. I couldn't miss this very, very special end of the year episode because I told the guys at Christmas Eve, fuck you guys. And like, look, if you miss one more fucking episode, your contract's null and void and you can get the fuck out. So I showed up and I brought the biggest dick I know, the Blazing Defender, my boy Travis Jones.
What's up?
See, Tony, that's how you introduce a guest right there.
How you do it?
So, Travis,
Who?
man.
Who?
Travis Jones. Look.
Of our episodes to try to tell me how to do it.
Yeah, basically. 60 episodes. But this, what I'm showing on camera, this motherfucker over here, I mentioned one day I went to Dragon Con or something, and they had all the fucking con exclusive pops. I don't want that. I just want a regular Deadpool. And yes, Onlicious. This is me from the helicarrier. All right. And so Travis was the Blue Devil Raider or something on Twitch or Twitter or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden this random Twitter was like, "Hey man, I got a regular Deadpool. You want it?" I'm like, "Yes, weird stranger. I will take that all day long." And I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years later, here we are.
Oh.
You're still kicking it strong, wearing your own logo on your shirt like a proud boy. And
That's right.
and Deadpool is still sitting on my desk, man.
Nice, man. That's awesome. You still have that. Good deal.
It's my favorite, one of my favorite pops ever. Now, Phil did one up you and get the actual Deadpool head that you can't see because the cameras are shrunk down, but it's
God,
right off
Phil
camera.
one upped me.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking story of my life.
Man,
I
it's
have-
so easy.
On the he is driving. It's a little snowy, but he's on his way. So take that, Phil.
Still,
Travis,
King.
In the
So,
cop, he's coming. I told him it was a Make-A-Wish thing, so he's good with that.
that's how I finally got Travis on. We made a wish and he shows up. So Travis does the
Yeah,
Blazing
it
Defender.
was on a
report.
monkey paw, but that's not important.
So
Yeah,
but-
we have to deal with Charles for all of 2021 now. Thanks. Thanks a lot, Travis.
Sorry, guys. I'm really
but-
sorry.
Knowing that Travis is he's never shy of controversy. He'll say some controversial things. I decided to change my topic tonight because I'm only going to be able to do half the run of the shows this evening. It's a thing.
Hey, that's two more than you normally do.
No,
Hey-o!
you got me, Rose. All right. But the topic tonight is, what is your most unpopular opinion about a video game? So something that people love. This game is highly treasured. Blah blah. Whatever gets you hate on a video game. I'm going to go out there for myself, and the first example I have is Last of Us is highly overrated. It just didn't hold up with time, and I didn't care for it.
The first one or the sequel?
Both, but the first one really, because I'm like, oh, it's the greatest game ever. And 3 years after it came out, I played. It's like, no, it's
really
fucking slow as shit. I don't know.
Okay.
So let me ask you, what did you not like about the actual game itself?
Phil, there's a story. There's like words and shit. Like there's emotional
Character development.
Yeah,
Michael Bay didn't direct it.
Yeah.
Do not bring out that banned term of character development, or we'll have to get Dennis and Klotz back on to argue over Kylo Ren and that fucking 4-hour Star Wars episode you guys did.
Oh my
for Christmas.
God!
Let
me be on that show as well, please.
You know what Charles is looking for? He's looking for leveling up my guns and shooting people, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's a video game.
There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I beat the God of War and watched all of the story. Loved that.
Mm.
So there.
Yeah.
All right. So Last of Us, it's too long for one. It's repetitive. It maybe wouldn't be so bad that it was long if it wasn't repetitive. Like, all right, do the same thing again with a different background. Now, this last part, my biggest gripe, and it's probably because I came to it late, so I want to be fair, but it's the controls. The controls to me were so bad and like herky-jerky, and just, I was like, yo, you spent all this time getting this clicking noise right, and I can't run to the ladder and climb up quit running into the wall. I can't get up the ladder, and now I can't move the ladder over to the other roof. For some reason, man, it frustrated me. And no, it wasn't because of the words.
And if you loved it, I'm not trying to poop on your parade. That's my controversial opinion about the game.
Well, hold on real
funny
quick.
enough, that was the same one for me. I was like, let's talk Last of Us.
Okay, but what I want to say, Tony, is what video game is not fucking repetitive? Every video game has its core mechanics that you do over and over and over again. It doesn't matter if it's Warcraft or if it's Assassin's Creed. Even though Warcraft has been around since 2004, you're still doing fetch quests. You're still doing escort quests. You're still grinding levels out.
Yeah.
If you're playing Assassin's Creed, you have to stealth up to people, assassinate them, and get the fuck out of there. Like,
that's climb 1,000 towers.
Every video game is repetitive. It's all about the storyline that is supposed to distract you from doing the same little quest. Now,
I was gonna say I'm real picky. Having tested before, things get to me really quick. I'm like, all right, this is old. I see the pattern. And you're right. Usually the story does keep me engaged enough. Breath of the Wild, to me, didn't seem repetitive at all. Yeah, you got about 80 billion temples, and you do the temple again and do the horse again. But to me, it didn't feel that way. So I guess it's just something about it enough to keep you from feeling the repetitiveness. For example, controls that work. That helps.
Okay, well, I'll give you that. Now, look, I didn't finish The Last of Us because the controls were dog shit. I'm not here to defend The Last of Us. I'm really not. But so it just really sounds to me that you're not really looking for a third-person point of view, story-driven game. You want it to be left open to yourself to have these open-world experiences.
Oh, maybe with some of them, but remember Dead Space 3?
Yeah.
That we played for a night?
Well, I'm not talking to you, Charles.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't know who you were talking to. I was like, all right, I'll sit back. Me personally, and look, I'm almost embarrassed to say it, but like, I enjoy Call of Duty. I get distracted by that because it's different. To me, it's different every time.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
How is it different every time? Like, they literally just reskin a game every year and put it out, dude.
To die hilariously.
Multiplayer. It's multiplayer. I don't play single player.
But still, even multiplayer's worse.
Every time.
Just noob tube. Okay, I didn't get lucky. Let me sit here and wait till an idiot runs by with a knife. Like, that's just
play Call of Duty. Hey, you know what, Phil? To your point, funny enough, not only do I prefer Call of Duty, I like the ones with the the game-based multiplayers, like your Capture the Flag, your whatever game.
I got you. Yeah, me too.
Strategy.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, man, I get it. Most games are repetitive, but some feel more repetitive than others. And then, so what I ended up doing with Last of Us, I forgot who I was talking to. Might have been one of y'all. They said, just watch the playthrough. I was like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. And even that was boring. And then once it was done, I was like, oh, so that's the one good story element. Oh man, that's crazy. All right, next.
Well, so these are controversial. Oh, Mike, did you have a Last of Us story? Okay,
yeah, I just wanted to jump in and agree with Tony that I also don't like Last of Us because I'm bad at video games, just like Tony.
Fair enough.
Because Tony and I are bad at the game, we don't like it. Back up, Phil. Leave us alone.
Get good or go home.
I agree that like I couldn't get the control scheme right, and like for some games, the first Uncharted game, right, I was able to, despite how dog shit those controls are, get through the game, even though it felt just as hard and bad through that whole game. And I think the difference is that like the first time you meet those zombies in Last of Us, right, like they're fucking hard, and it starts impossibly hard, and so like it doesn't get easier for you, right, or like work you into it at any way. Uncharted like starts off pretty fucking easy until it gets to this point where like there's a weird angle or whatever, and you can't third person aim your gun because the controls are so bad. Like it starts off gentle with you though, and teaches you how to play the fucking game. Whereas like the first time you encounter zombies in Last of Us, they're like, fucking figure it out, dude.
Well,
Get good.
and it kind of rings true with what the developers said when the game came out, where they said, play it on easy for your first time through, so you get to experience our storyline, aka our control scheme and shit is too fucking hard. So just get through the game, please.
Did any of you on the panel actually really like Last of Us? Because it is a lot of people. Most people love it. I feel
Loved it. First time I played it.
You did. Okay, good. Happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, damn, we all just gonna hate.
I feel like the majority. I mean, if you go to Phil, since I don't have to say, you can go look it up. I'm sure Phil's gonna fucking know. You can look up the top 20 best games of all time, and Last of Us is going to be on there.
I'm sure.
That's why it counts as a controversial statement or thought process.
Right. No. I mean, I've got one too. So I mean, it's
I want to
not
hear
everything's
yours.
gonna jive with everybody, and I mean that's fine. I mean, Phil likes fucking, Zelda.
I do like
Travis.
fucking. Thank you.
Travis,
Yes.
I did not fucking bring you on to bring everybody together in universal peace. I brought you on to start a goddamn dumpster fire. Start the motherfucking fire.
I'm in recon mode right now. I'm surveying the area, and I have a list.
All right.
So it's all good.
What's your unpopular opinion about a video game?
Me?
Yeah.
No. It was it's kind of silly. I loved Red Dead Redemption, the first one. That was fucking fantastic. I wanted to be a fucking cowboy. Open world
but that was before you played the game. Like
that's true.
You went to GameStop and Spurs and
yeah, you're right.
And assless chaps.
Yeah.
What's the character from Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse? Cowboy
Curtis.
Yeah.
You picked
that wasn't
cowboy,
guys. I've patterned my physique after that very same guy. So Red Dead Redemption 2, I waited to get it. Everybody was, oh my God, this is the best game. It is such a, they've improved on so many things and mechanics. And I took it to the firehouse because I really can't play at home anymore. So I would take it to the firehouse and play so I could get several hours in uninterrupted. And oh my God, I hated it. I think it improved upon their mechanics too much. And I've got all these things I can do now. I'm like, holy shit, man, I just want to ride my horse and shoot people in the face. I mean, oh my God, I can go bullet time. I can, go on the side of my horse and shoot across. I'm like, dude, I don't need all that shit, man.
For the podcast listeners, he's literally trying to lean off of his chair and bullet time at the same time.
I'm shooting.
And for those that
you're awesome.
don't know Travis, he's a retired firefighter. He didn't go to the sandwich shop to play games.
The firehouse subs.
Right.
That's only because they wouldn't let
I
him
make
anymore.
that joke every
Tony.
time. Don't
Good
come
job,
on.
He does.
man.
It hits every time.
It hits every time. Hey,
I'm
when
gonna
you
keep-
got
As
to
long
play
as
the
y'all keep
classics.
laughing, I'm gonna keep doing it.
So Travis,
Yeah.
this is from however the fuck you say that name. RDR2, Red Dead Redemption, right? 2 was a hard pass when they told me that you could see your horse's testicles shrink in the cold.
Yes, that's true. You could.
Why would you waste time and money on that?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean-
to that, like, that's a great addition to a game, right? Like, who doesn't want that?
Yeah, it's a
Dream Daddy
selling
2,
point.
testicle
That's a
shrink.
selling point to me. Yeah.
I mean, like,
If
I
that's
didn't
not
even
a
want it
bullet
until I
point-
heard that.
Yeah, if
Like-
that's not a bullet point on the back of the box, like you're
That's like
fucking.
a
It's
selling.
subjective things. The subjective things. I guess.
Included
I don't
in the
know.
box is the cart and testicle shrinkage.
Depot.
Whoa!
Holy shit, Debo! I haven't seen you in forever, man. So Mike, you've been a little quiet tonight. What's your opinion?
Onalicious in chat cracked me. Hey, great job, Steve. Horse testicle programming looks great.
I want to know what that guy's bonus structure was like. You know what I mean? Like,
Boner
so-
structure?
like
I like to think that he had to go around, like,
that's what I'm
just
saying. Like
taking
scouting.
video and pictures, measurements of these horse balls.
Gotta get it
Oh,
right.
but also he had to do it in different temperatures, so he's going
Right.
around the world with his horse that he's just grabbing every so often.
He just
So
binge
you-
watched the shit out of Dr. Pole on Disney Plus.
I like
Yeah.
the idea of him bringing horses into different temperature like rooms that they've built.
Well, that's
built,
also
right?
true because there's different horses and they have
Right.
different fucking chemistry and testicles. Oh
Oh,
man.
So Tony, you've been a tester. You probably know more about this than we
That's
do.
not where I thought you
I'm
were
not
going
saying
with
you
that.
tested the horse balls on Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you didn't, but I'm not
But
saying
if
you
you
did.
did,
So what I'm
Well, that's
saying
where the
is,
P
like,
and Tony P comes from.
so the so the guy that's doing that, like in charge of that, that graphic, is he getting rolled out in the office every day? Like, hey, horse balls, you done? I mean, is he
So
getting rolled on every
there's
day?
a team of people that test, and they have checklists. They have things they have to go through, and so hopefully they had everyone on the team lay their eyes on it. They didn't just have a specialist. So I don't know, but somebody had to write that up if they felt there was an error. I will say at Activision we tested Gun. I don't know if you remember that one. It was another like cowboy type
Cowboy
game.
game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But they did not have the dynamic horse members. So
that's why I don't
it's coming
remember.
up. Yeah, next gen, totally.
So Michael,
Before we got distracted by horse balls again, I was about
Every
to give
time.
y'all
Every time on the show.
almost daily discourse. Sometimes we don't talk about horse balls. That's the tagline for the
Yeah.
show here.
we lost
Sounds
all
like a
three of our
shirt.
female listeners, though. That's all right.
We
But
did.
Michael, what is your most unpopular opinion about a video game?
Fallout 76 was good at launch. I liked it. I thought it was a
Which
good
one
game
is
at
that?
launch. That's the one that nobody plays. And I think they really missed a great story. I
Is
think
that before or after Vegas?
After.
after.
It came out.
After 4.
It came out last year.
2 years ago. or
okay.
whatever.
It's
newest
the newest one.
Gotcha.
So it was not a Fallout game. And I think that was the problem. Like they had Fallout characters, they had vaults, they had, radiation, they had the whole nuclear future aesthetic, but it didn't play like a Fallout game, right? Like the Bethesda and Obsidian games have so much like rich NPC encounters and shit like that, right? And this was like a open world find your own adventure game that did not fit with any of the other games. And so like there were a lot of beautiful, insane stories inside this open world game to explore, but it wasn't like, hey, go do this, go get this. Like there was no progression. There was no like feeling of moving forward that is so crucial to a Fallout game, right? This was more about like spend some time in the wasteland and find shit. And I thought that was cool. And I think it was good. And I think marketing it as a Fallout game was where they fucked up.
Dude, I don't remember that one at all.
I didn't play it at launch. I picked it up for the Xbox One GameStop for $5.
Oh, yeah.
And I enjoyed the couple hours that I put into it. Now, I want to play it on PC, but I'm not going to pay a subscription for it. Like I'm just not doing that.
You don't have to.
Well, normally with Bethesda MMOs, at some point they go free to play. So as soon as Fallout 76 goes free to play, I'm picking it up. I really am.
So you don't have to pay a subscription now. In fact, it's on sale on Steam for $13.
Yeah, but there's also a subscription underneath that purchase. Yes, there is. I looked at it during the Steam
literally
sale.
Stopped playing 10 minutes ago, Phil. Like before
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I think Mike may need to check his credit card statement. You got a wedding coming up, dude. You're hemorrhaging $15 a month on Fallout.
You can pay a subscription if you want to play on like a private server, but you don't have to.
I'll be back.
Why are you gonna type in names that are fucking hard to read when you're tired and drinking? Only Delicious says Norman Reedus. He's talking about Death Stranding, and he's upset. Nobody said Death. No, they like Death Stranding.
Nobody played it. Nobody
Exactly.
played it. Yeah.
I ain't got time to watch a Scorsese video game. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Was he
Right,
attached for that?
Delicious.
No, but it felt as long as one of his fucking movies. Like it's like a 200. Like what?
But you
those
did play it.
games.
Did you play it, Phil?
Fuck no,
Somebody-
I didn't play it.
Somebody
Are
told
you
me the
kidding me?
first like 40 hours is taking stuff back and forth, and then it opens up on the 41st hour.
Pass.
I love being
like
a mailman with a fetus strapped to my chest.
Well,
That's
Tony, you got to
Norman
go through
Reedus.
training, right? Like your first week at work is like learning how
A
to do your
legit
job.
week at work. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you start to get good at it, right? Like just enough time has passed for you to think you know what you're doing. And then you die, I'm sure, a bazillion times, the same way all those Kojima games work, right? Like,
And then there's some weird, and then you get old and it goes in slow motion. And then you see a picture of like your great niece, and then it
And you
goes to
think,
black.
I wish I had put more in my retirement fund. And that's when the game ends, right?
And then he looks at his hand and it's a robot. Spoilers. That's the whole game.
Is that
Hey,
I don't know.
he's a
dude.
replicant? That's the game?
Or is he?
I just
Cerulean
bought
Blue.
Fallout 76.
All right. Tony, I'm gonna throw this to you as you drink up there. What is your unpopular opinion about a video game?
My first one was Last of Us, funny enough, so I'm glad you touched on that. More recently, it's the Final Fantasy VII remake. Apparently,
Whatever
it's
you're
like
about to say. If it's not that it's the best, you're wrong.
apparently it's like game of the year because people love it so much. And oh boy, all right, guys, what is going on with the show?
I'm trying to add it back, and it keeps getting taken out. I don't know.
I just keep getting
So-
kicked out.
Yeah, don't take them out, and then you don't have to add them back. So
Or just don't add it ever.
I know I say repetitive, but darn it, man, it's repetitive. And because Final Fantasy VII is only a piece of the bigger story, they don't even leave the one area. Was it Midgar? Like you're in the same trash heap for 70 hours. And
So I guess it's not game of the year. It's partial game of the year material. Like
I mean,
they
it's a
delivered
part
half
A.
the game.
Yeah, they delivered half the game.
and they
To
added
To
the
make
good
more
stuff.
money?
Let
Or
me-
just to put out a game that's literally not finished?
Let me say this: it certainly doesn't spoil anything, and then I'll let you guys. I'm curious to hear who else played it.
It's a 50-year-old game. What can you spoil off of it?
They've added stuff to the new one. They've parts of the story that you never knew happened. For example, you have to fight a house, a literal house, like a house with windows and a roof and all that.
Yeah,
in
we
an
get it.
arena, and you battle a house.
It's a
That's
metaphor,
the first
Tony.
No, it's
To
not.
fight
It's a
against your
literal
parents.
house.
Yeah, it's not even a metaphor. It's the best part. It's just a house.
Nope. World's okay as DM in the chat. Was it a warehouse? Nope. Just a house.
A house that turns into a wolf.
Oh, good job, Dennis.
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis doesn't-
chat right now, by the way.
He Googled that joke. I know that dude. He's not that funny.
That's great.
So did anyone else play it? The new one, Final Fantasy, whatever they called it, remake,
Nope.
redo. Mike, what do you think?
I fucking loved it. But also Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game ever.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love it. I think it's just so fucking good. And so to get to spend another 60 hours in Midgar for me is like a whole, like that's part of the joy of the game. Like I'm so like when, I mean, we've talked about it on the show, like when things end, I'm sad about it, right? Like,
Yeah.
I made a joke that like at
Like
concerts, at live shows, I get sad when we're like 2 or 3 songs from the end because I don't want the show to be over. I'm the same way about games. And so to get a full 60 hours in the first third of the game is fucking sick to me because that means I've got another 120 hours coming later.
Sure.
Like
Of
That's sick as hell.
monotony.
Right. So this is like him going back to his hometown where he grew up, and Steph, this is the curb I busted my ankle. Hey, Steph, this is the other curb I busted my other ankle, and you're loving the nostalgia. Steph's like, can we go to Dunkin' Donuts now or something? Thanks.
Were you in the car last time I was home? Like literally, I pulled over and be like, "Yeah, we used to spend hours skating to the aquabats right here in this like middle school parking lot. We would pull out a ramp and like a rail, and like this is where we would spend all summer. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's, oyster crackers.
Yeah.
There's an oyster crackers factory around the corner from the middle school. I didn't even show it to her. I spent so long like at the like where they make real actual oyster crackers, just fucking right there. And like instead I'm like, no, check out middle school skate spot right here.
Pan over to Stephanie learning YouTube how to tie a noose from shoelace, videos.
From
I'll go
doorknob.
I'll go out on a limb and say, I don't think she missed the oyster cracker factory unless she's a big oyster cracker fan, and I didn't know that.
She's really into wine tasting,
I mean, they're the
and like
best
cleaning
crackers.
your palate with an oyster cracker
Yeah,
is
they're-
like.
Oh, she's mad about it. She said she's mad about it.
Before we run out of time, Phil, what's your unpopular opinion on a video game?
Nintendo has the most toxic community on the console side of gaming.
I didn't say what's the most
I-
accurate.
Disagree with that. Totally.
Really? All right, Travis.
Totally.
Why?
So let me get my
okay.
points in. Let me get my points in
All
before
right,
you
get your
counter
points
me. Now, look, with Xbox, yes, I have had my sexuality questioned. I have been enlightened to how loose my mother has been over the last 15 years of playing. I have been also told, how bad I am at everything that I do and that I should just throw in the towel
using
and
the
kill
Nintendo
myself.
community with your life. I mean, is there a line that we're drawing here between reality and the Nintendo community?
No.
With the Nintendo community,
Oh, okay.
they are some of the most salty ass motherfuckers who will bitch and complain that they don't get things from Nintendo, even when Nintendo has never announced that this is the plan of what they're going to do. So when Nintendo comes out with something new, everybody is up in an uproar about how bullshit this company is, how unfair this fucking company is, how they don't deserve our money. Getting angry at things that Nintendo never promised, right? Nintendo didn't announce anything this year because of COVID, right?
feel
That
the
is
same.
fine. That is a good business move that they didn't announce anything because you can't deliver on these uncertain times.
Because
But
then you
people
run into
are fucking
Cyberpunk.
pissed. People are pissed that they haven't announced anything. You know, they canceled a Smash tournament that was held by fans because it was messing with the code and the IP of Melee, right? That's their IP. They have to protect their IP. If it's an unofficial account and you're using hacked games, Nintendo has to come in and squash that, because if they're not defending their IP at that point, then what? What else lies? Where do you draw the line? So people are real fucking salty in the Nintendo community about not getting things that Nintendo never promised.
Yeah. Also,
Well
every
said.
time something comes out, it's like, "What about me though?" And Nintendo's
But that's what
like,
I'm
"Dude,
talking about.
you're
Like, they're
fucking
upset
40.
about
Like, we don't
things
care
that-
about you.
Now,
Like,
Travis, what's your
we're making shit
counterpoint?
for your kids."
I mean, as far as a counterpoint, it's really not a counterpoint. I mean, I'm not as familiar with Nintendo.
As far as a
Nintendo
point,
community.
it's not really a point. So
It's not really a
I-
point. I just like to
It's
I don't
talk.
wanna hear
words.
myself.
And like Bogart podcast is kind of my thing. It's what I do. But Bungie, for me, and the Destiny community, I was literally going to go on the hunt for about 200 people and murder them all in the most graphic, gruesome way and post it on the fucking internet because of the shit that I got from playing Destiny. Like that, people want to say, "Oh, this Destiny community, oh, we did this fundraiser and we raised $6 for the homeless." Motherfucker, you didn't do shit. And then I've got 200 messages in my inbox where people are like, "Dude, you suck, bro. I fucked your mother." And I mean, I'm like, oh my God, what the hell?
Who the fuck told my mother to call me about the things I just said about her on the show? Mike?
I think I know.
I would.
Michael?
And your
Dennis.
and Travis, your response to all of them was, "And follow me at twitch.tv/Blazing Defender."
But here's the thing, I guarantee, Trav, that you would get that in Nintendo, but they're so fucking backwards that they don't even have voice in any of their games because this shit is prevalent. Like, I talk shit by myself when I'm playing Tetris 99. Like, just a simple Tetris game. I've streamed it, and people are like, "God damn, you're talking a lot of fucking shit if you play Tetris."
I mean, but to take the time and send, like, for me to send someone a message, like saying shit that you know they would never say to your face.
Yeah.
And I mean, and I'm like, I have all that shit on mute, and I just happen to go to my messages one day. I'm like, oh my God, I have like 32 messages. And it was every one of these fuckers talking shit to me. And I'm like, oh my God, I never played Destiny again. I had 40 something hours logged in these games, Destiny 1 and 2. Like, they were my favorite games. And I never played them again. I'm like, fuck you, fuck your community, fuck the multiplayer. I ain't playing with you guys no more.
No,
And
and
I'm going home.
I don't. They're not the worst
Bring
in
in
gaming
Red Dead,
community.
goddammit.
Like, if we're going to talk about toxicity inside
No,
gaming,
we're not.
it's
It
rampant.
was
It's
just an
rampant, right?
improvement.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, for the console side of things, they're the most fucking annoying, and they're the
Agreed.
most childish. Like,
I'm sorry,
Blizzard,
I missed that. What is?
Nintendo fans.
Gotcha.
But like,
It's
League of Legends community and the Blizzard community, they are, you know, up on their pillar of douchiness when it comes to communities. Like, all hail to you, douchebag-lees. Nobody will ever be able to touch you. But down here in the trenches, which is consoles, I do believe that Nintendo fans, fuck them.
they are
all right.
borderline more unbearable than the PC like master race people,
Master race,
which are
sure.
just wall.
Sure. But we can
So
all
fucking-
agree. We can all agree they're not as bad as World's OKest DM. So we're going to end on a high note, though.
Yes.
True.
Agreed.
The love I want to share tonight is I finally got around to checking it out. And Protest Too Much is a really awesome podcast if you like Shakespeare. I wish I liked Shakespeare because it's a really awesome podcast, but I don't know most of what they're saying in those 20 minutes. I'm like, it's entertaining. I don't get it because I don't know shit, but it's amazing. It is. It's amazing. And I believe most of us here got the guest on the very special episode of Christmas Eve, the gift thing. I still don't understand what I read, but I read it for. I do have a little nit to pick here.
I'm impressed you got that far, though. I mean, if you were able to read it.
No, I can read it. I can pretend. I can mouth the words and make sounds, and it sounds right.
Say he had Aaron sound it out for him. You know. Okay, one more time. I think I got it. I got it. I'm so close.
Actually, I'm sure you probably helped Danny. You heard my 2 takes I did. One was like, "This doesn't feel." Oh, that's why I'm reading it wrong. But you cut out the doesn't even rhyme part. That's my brand. I got to piss on it a little bit. He took the piss out of me. But go listen to Protest Too Much. It's awesome. And before we get to telling you where you can find me, Mother Love is for the Blazing Defender. Man, Travis is one of the best dudes I know. He's also, so tell us a little bit about your show, Travis.
The Blazing Defender Report. It's a comic book show, but I think I'm transitioning out of that, honestly.
God damn it.
I'm dropping
I support you in your transition.
Thank you. That you should. You should show transitional love whenever you can. And you probably do it more than most, Phil. So what I'm going to be doing is it's still going to be comic book based. It's my love. I was doing a weekly comic book report. Comic books will always be part of the show, but I recently been doing show, and Tony was actually a guest of mine on one of them. It's called the Blazing Defender Assembles. And basically I get a show just like what we just did. And we talk about comic books and characters and trade paperbacks and some of the best stories. And if you're reading something new, absolutely. It's pretty much, it's fast and loose. I have a lot of fun. It seems like the guests have a lot of fun.
It was fun. It was definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah. Tony was on. We had a great time. Tony was like on, maybe I think the first one, like the first Defender Assemble.
Yeah.
You can find me on Anchor at Blazing Defender Report, and also on Twitch. So we'll be doing more of that. But I'll still be talking about comic books, but it won't be a weekly comic book review show like I was doing. I like more of this roundtable format and getting like these fucking crazy personalities to talk comic books.
Yeah, because it's so great that Tony really helped you launch your career in digital media and did all that awesome stuff. He totally deserves first fucking spot on your new show. It's amazing.
Great work, Tony.
Or
I'm really proud of you, bud.
Or I'm not as salty, and I'm just a more fun guest to have on the show.
I'm a salty old cunt. You can find me over at charlesmcfall.com. Everything I do is listed over there. And lots of stuff going on. Love doing this show here. Semi kind of trying to work on Finding the Story season 2. Just got really, really busy at work and stuff's been going on. But hopefully it'll settle down soon and I can back to that. You can find us at facebook.com/almostdailypod, at almostdailypod on Twitter. It's Gmail's Almost Daily Pod, Anchor.fm is Almost Daily Pod. Grindr is Blazing Defender, just because I had to change it up a little bit. So you can find us everywhere.
Actually, inbox will blow
up, brother. Blow up.
And there's a Instagram out there that I still have zero control over. So thanks to the fan who put it up and then posted jack and shit. We really appreciate you. We'll be back next with, I think, Phil might be up next. If he can get his shit.
Watch Phil Frozen, and that is the best freeze face ever.
This one's
the worst freeze face.
This one's better.
Bye, everybody. All right, there you go.
Somebody wake Phil up from his hipster nap.
I've never seen anyone freeze like
while they're asleep.
Twice. Yeah, like it went from frozen to frozen. How does that happen?
Oh, no, it's high.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are fucking with me or not.
You're for real freezing, Phil. You're for real freezing.
What?
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Phil,
stop the download, Phil.
Oh,
stop
Phil.
On the downloading.
Oh, my God, that hurt. It was this.
It's so over?
And then, it was great.
They're not messing with you.
Oh, that fucking hurt.
No, Travis, we do 4 of these, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I didn't sign up for that.
I was like, wait, what? Is that it? That's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, go home.
That's
good night.
Tony and Phil do each week. They do their segment and they're like, I'm out. Peace, yo. Does anybody need a break? He might need to get. Oh, hold your glass up, Travis. Oh, it's not the right one. Where's the one with the ice in it? Or is it all gone? Goddamn. No, I'm watching the ice melt, and I'm like, oh look, Travis's horse testicle has shrunk, but it's all gone now. So
no, that right there will melt anything. That'll melt a fucking iceberg.
It'll melt steel beams.
All right.
Yeah. Look at that. That is fantastic.
It's kind of how I feel about doing the show every week.
It was
Tony,
like, so what did you guys think about this game? And here's Phil. Here we go again.
that's his Ben Fold 5 indie cover band album art. So.
That's sassy Phil.
I'm tired of this shit, Phil.
Oh, fuck it.
Yo,
Swan.
Some of you do 4 episodes. So I called my mom back when you were doing your outro, and she's just like, did I leave my winter gloves at your house? I was like, motherfucker, Mom, I am doing a show. Okay, but are they there?
That's not what she asked you. Yeah.
That's great.
Moms don't give a fuck, man. Moms are gangster, man. The older they get, the more gangster they get.
You could have wrapped that up real quick with yes or no.
I could
It's
have,
true.
but that's not how our relationship works. Yo, Travis, I had her on my stream,
I know it. I seen it.
and she was just like, knock that dude out. I was like, Mom, we are playing Untitled Goose Game. You can't physically harm people.
Punch him though.
Punch him. Punch him.
She's old school, man. That's how they handle
Meanwhile,
shit.
it was like, huh?
Yeah. I know.
Throw
I
a
was
battery at him. Huh?
like, Swan
Throw
got
battery
triggered
at
so
him.
much.
I had her do a British accent on that show.
That was so
Oh
good.
my god.
It was so
it's
good.
funny.
It was so good.
Oh,
All right.
my stupid mom. Bless
Let's
her
get this.
stupid heart.
Yo, you need to
Imaginary
make
no
a
mom.
quarterly thing.
Follow Kathy Keating on Twitter. Imaginary no mom.
Hey, did you see Debo's comment? It says, freeze face Phil. That's one hell of a villain.
All right, Phil, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. What's my topic?
You're listening to Almost Daily Discourse with your perfectly adequate hosts, Tony P., Charles, Mike, and here with today's topic is Phil.
Phil!
Welcome back, motherfuckers! It's me, your host, Philip D. Keating, the imaginary nomad himself, coming at you hot with that blazing D. That's right, Travis Jones of the Blazing Defender Report joins us today on the Almost Daily Discourse. What's up, Travis?
What's up?
Just living the life.
Man, you
So
are.
look, 2020, what a year. God damn it. If this wasn't a habanero in your dick hole, this year was fucking terrible. God, like universally, across the board, I don't care where you stand. 2020 has been fucking awful. But that's not what I'm here about. This is the point of the show. You know, we are in the new year. Happy New Year's. Hopefully your year has gotten off to a great start. But I want to look back on the year that just went. I want to look back on 2020. And I want to know, what were some of the high points of 2020? What were some of the achievements that you had? What are some of the things that helped you get through the literal dumpster fire that was 2020?
Wow.
Normally I would get on your case, but that's about appropriate for the year. I think
I
that's
said
what it-
2020 and I felt like vomiting. I mean, I can't help it. So tell me what are some great things that happened for you? You know, good things, media that came out that you enjoyed. You get to pet a cute dog, you know, from 6 feet away. Like, these are things that I want to hear about. So I'm going to start with you, Blazing D, since you are our
me?
guest of honor.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Well, I will say that 2020 has been a total fucking dumpster fire. Totally agree with you on that. But I have to say, I retired from 22 years of service in the fire department.
Congratulations.
Every
Quitter.
the 14th of every month, I wake up, I grab my phone, and I go, oh, notification from Republic Bank. You have one deposit. And it's every month, baby. Every month.
So good.
So 2020 has sucked. What did suck is, retirement parties are they're like every retirement party I've ever been to is like the Hangover movie.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So it's overrated.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But at least
It's
That was
repetitive.
the last show,
Ken
goddammit.
Jeong.
Unpopular opinions.
Ken
was the last-
Jeong is there.
Yeah.
So, and I was really expecting mine to top everyone else's. That was my plan. And of course, because of fucking everything, it has not happened. I'm still saying it will, but hey, I'm still here and it's all good, brother.
Good. And fucking congratulations for putting in all that time, man.
Thanks. Man. Yeah.
Honestly, though, not having to fucking work anymore, there's literally nothing better that we can talk about. Let's just end the episode.
I mean, he gets to be a
Kind of buried the lead, didn't I? Yeah.
He gets to
God,
be a
I'm so
professional
fucking
media
jealous.
creator now. It's so amazing.
He gets to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
I can't believe I have to work from home. And Travis is just like, big ass cigar, his third bourbon. Oh, yeah. I got you, dude. That's shitty.
I had to get up today at 7 because my cat had a vet appointment at 8, and I was pissy about it.
You can pick the time of those appointments, right?
You can what?
You can pick the time of those appointments.
Oh yeah, you can, and my wife did.
Oh, that tells you get the fuck out of the house.
Ooh.
Somebody-
According to Onalicious in chat, they wish you hadn't retired because you're spamming pics of guns and bourbon every day. That sounds like a good thing. That's
America, proud
America.
boy.
also let us not forget and neglect. Stealth King bought a house in April, so that was a good thing for 2020.
Hell
And
yeah.
Stealth King made it home
Yeah. And he made it home.
That beats last week.
on his
man.
own volition. He wasn't
Yeah.
taken home by anybody because he was in a snowy ditch.
Yeah, go to bed, Benjamin. Tony P, what about you?
Let's see, man. I can't believe it's already 2021. I'm still representing in the 9-9. But here we are, 2021. I did a lot of content creation, man. Although I've had a YouTube channel for a while, I decided it was time to hit it hard and do it for real.
Always hitting hard, brother.
So, so I started doing a lot of YouTube, learning a lot from that. I just had the time on my hands. I was working from home. And so, I'm pretty proud of that, happy of that. I'll continue that into the new year. I think I saw some dogs on the internet, and with the time on my hands at working from home, I got the Diamond light machine guns in Call of Duty. So,
wow,
Yeah,
congrats, dude.
I was that was
grinding.
I'll
That's
also
grind.
say, I am leaving my current job, and so I can admit, as of tomorrow, the time of this recording, tomorrow is my last day. So I can admit that I played a lot of Call of Duty on the clock. Thus those diamond guns.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. So
Simon got
I'm
him.
wrapping up a 14-year career with my current company,
Awesome.
and we'll be starting something new this year. This year being
That's a good
2021.
thing, though, right? It's a good thing.
It's a great thing. Yes. I had some opportunities. I had an opportunity to leave and get some money. So they basically paid me to leave,
Nice.
which is, a lot of
Which is
people
what we try to
threaten-
do on this show.
Yeah, a
but
lot
it
of
hasn't
people
worked
threaten
yet.
that, but my company actually went through with it. So yeah, man, it's a good thing, a good opportunity. So we'll see what 2021 brings.
Awesome.
But
Oh, and I got to spend time with you guys. I almost forgot.
Well, let's not sleep on your first thing. Is you really looking at your YouTube channel and reassessing it? You started the Tony P. Oddcast this year, but you leaning into your YouTube has been fucking wonderful. Don't forget, Stealth King says in chat, Tony also forged ahead in his goals to return something he got from Amazon. A 10-year struggle, but 2020 was the year for him to complete that.
I
Oh my
mean,
God.
Stealth King is not wrong, and I was proud of that moment. And I basically got a free lunch because I got like $10 back.
$10.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but when you take it back to Kohl's, you get like a 25% coupon or some shit, right?
You're making money.
No,
You're making money.
spending
You're
you
making
wouldn't
money.
spend
You're making
otherwise.
money. Free
It's
money,
fucking.
baby.
You printed free monies out. It says
Man,
cash
that's
on it.
stimulus check. That's where
Yeah.
all the stimulus checks are coming from. Kohl's. Y'all didn't know
That's
that?
what I'm saying. Yeah, Kohl's and, CVS's Walgreens' receipt.
It says
I
cash on it, Charles. It's
I've
good.
made
It spends
so many
anywhere.
returns. They owe me a PS5 at this point. It's just stacks and stacks of coal cash.
That's the
Oh
new
my
bill.
God.
Is we're getting a $600 stimulus check and $25 in Kohl's credit.
Coal cash.
Can you imagine buying a fucking PS5 in Kohl's Cash? Just show up like.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Oh, they
Yeah.
stack it to where you can't do that. Yeah.
But back to it, Tony. Your YouTube has had an evolution just from when you started it to now, right?
Yeah, man.
Looking back at you first getting into it in the beginning of the year to now even watching your review of Soul. I mean, there's a night and day difference of the effort, the time, and the production value that you put into it.
Oh,
So-
thank you, man. I appreciate that. And it's been because I have been stuck at home and I haven't been able to go out. And I was like, I'm going to put this energy into something,
Sure.
and I appreciate it because I'm happy with the progress. And I am making progress, and subscribers are going up, and things are happening. So yeah, I'm
Good deal.
I'm happy with it. It's a
just-
good thing.
I'm
And
just
you should-
surprised that you have like so much energy to put into that when you're putting so much energy into growing that beard, Tony.
Well, this comes natural. This
That's
is easy.
natural. There's
Yeah.
no effort in that beard at all.
I
So
go
you
to
told
sleep.
me
I go to
earlier
sleep
this
and I
year-
wake up and it's
Yep.
just
That's just
He's got
manliness.
that. It's
That's
that Tim
manliness
Allen.
coming out of his pores every
Santa
night.
Claus?
He's
Tim
shaved.
Allen Santa Claus
Shaves every
disease.
morning. And
I
that's
know.
what
I
he
saw a picture of Tony P shaved this morning, and I almost fucking
it.
threw up.
That's what I was gonna say. Like that shit on his face from earlier this year wasn't like that was a choice, Tony.
I'm sorry, which one?
You know, Travis, you could talk. I saw your retirement photo, buddy.
What's
Saw your
that?
Travis had the little mustache.
The firefighter retirement photo. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
man, that was bad. What?
Yeah,
oh my
it
God.
literally looked like the developers from Red Dead Redemption used you as some sort of mapping device.
Now you know why I had such a problem with the Red Dead Redemption 2.
You didn't get
I'm
any
like, wait a
royalty.
minute, y'all.
There should be Cole's cash coming back to me for this. Where's the checks? Where's the fucking cash? Michael.
It's the 14th. I'm waking up. I don't have a notification.
Where's
the
my
hell?
mustache check?
I don't. Yeah, I need a notification. My bank.
I
must
will
have missed
say,
that.
a swan named Emily in chat said, everyone on the panel had an impressive year for creating new content. Thank you, Swan.
Well,
and-
it means everybody but me. Because I've created no new content. It's the same old shit that I've been doing. But that's going to change. That's changing.
You're
Times
here
are
now.
baby.
changing.
You're here now. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's right. You got the
Miguel.
time to devote to it now.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, man,
Patrick,
I'm
no,
just gonna
man.
let this sit here for a second.
Oh, God damn.
You know, in the cold, his head gets smaller.
Your teeth are
You know.
beautiful, though.
And that's worth a $27 in Cole's cash, easy.
So for those
I'm thinking
not
26.50
watching
at
the
the most.
stream, I can't describe it. I'm sorry. Just
Yeah.
I just can't. So I'm sorry you missed out. Just know it's
God damn it,
weird.
Charles. Of all the pictures you had to show, you showed that one.
I was trying to find your fire uniform retirement one, and that one popped up instead.
Oh, and you thought, oh man, this one's fantastic. I'll show this.
Because
With that
it's-
one, I feel bad now that Fallout 76 didn't sell more. Like the work that you did for like those fucking scorched zombies. Like, dog, you deserve those royalty checks coming in. Phil, I'm
Thank
glad you
you.
bought the game to support Travis here. Now that
Yeah.
he's
Thank
Yeah,
you.
well,
Thank you,
somebody's
Phil.
got to.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Oh, wait a minute.
Cole's cash is in the mail.
Got it. Notification. Bam.
God damn it. So as the responsible fucking adult here, I'm gonna put my hands back on the wheel and steer the fucking conversation elsewhere. Charles,
God.
catch him while he was taking a sip. Fucking
what about
genius.
you, Boo?
Man, I gotta tell you.
What are there movies that have come out this year to streaming services that you liked? Is something big happen in your life that you're like, man, it's shitty, but let's look at this. Let's look at this aspect, and hopefully this shining beacon of a moment can't maybe outshine the entire year, but at least bring you happiness when you look back on
I
2020.
tell you, man, I got nothing bad to say about 2020. I've
Damn.
got everything I've
Lay
wanted
it
out
on.
of it.
Fucking lay it thick, dude. We got 20 minutes to fill.
I was already I don't want to take up Tony and Mike's time, but
I already talked to.
at the
Yeah,
beginning.
Tony won. This is all you, baby.
It didn't matter. I just whatever. Nobody listens to Tony. But so I was already struggling at the office I was in. You're going, man, I don't like my life choices. It's taken away from this.
Let me
It's
just
not
say real quick. I'm gonna wish upon a star. Maybe, just maybe, Charles won't be here next episode. Just fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Monkey
use the
paw
monkey
that
paw.
shit.
So, but essentially getting sent home to be back in my domain and figure out what I wanted to do, master my own schedule, which I love doing. That was a good thing because the kids were sent home and we got all those unemployment checks and stimulus checks and all this other stuff. I put away over 3 months in savings of expenses, so that was a nice security blanket. I had money to spend on the kids, so that's why I ended up buying like 3 copies of Call of Duty so I could play with my boys and have quality time with them. I did stuff with my girls. It slowed my wife down a little bit because she was doing like 3 things every weekend, and I had to go to all of it. And I love her to death, but I get tired of going all the time. So it's been good family building time. It's been good adjustment, and then, because I wanted to get back out there and do something different in my life a little bit, got back on the ambulance, and now I'm running an ambulance company. And it does well for me. I get to master my domain, prove my own theories, and I'm making decent money at it. And so, honestly, I mean, and my relationship got better throughout the year because there's always, as if you ever listen to Breaking the Panel, there's some marked points in the year where it's ups and downs and stress and this and that and the other. And the fact that just my kids have been healthy all year long. The 2 middle kids, Crosby and Ryland, usually get in the spring, they get lung stuff where they're coughing and can't shake it. Everything's been good, man. I don't like random people in the store, so 6 feet away has done me a lot of joy. And the masks, I haven't got one single cold this year, not one. So
Now, to
I
be
understand.
fair, none of us went to Dragon Con, so that
I
probably
don't usually get
helped.
sick after that. And then we got to spike the fucking ball at Dragon Con this year because of COVID. Where we sometimes, not always, but sometimes get a little lost in all the noise because it's a lot of noise. It was now I do acknowledge and understand that lots of shit is happening in this country, in this world this year. But I always try to focus on everyday life, and man, it's just been better for me all the way around.
So let me just piggyback off of you real quick about my 2020. My kid's been out of school since March, right?
Yeah.
So I had a steady schedule of streaming and doing this and doing that on the internet. But as soon as he was home full time, man, that ended, right?
Yeah.
And so now I got to figure out a way how to keep a 3 going on 4-year-old kid busy without just throwing him in front of the fucking television. So like when you're talking about family time, Charles, man, that's something that I'm going to look back on this year and fucking treasure. Because me and the boy, the child and I, the relationship that we have built over this year, I would never give it away or
Awesome.
trade it for anything in the world, man.
That's
Because
awesome.
like we were together every day. Even when I was going to work, he was coming with me to work on the farm. So it was just like, watching not only this human evolve, but watch his personality blossom into, the little nerdling that he is. It's fucking fantastic. So, playing GameCube together on our days off, or watching, the real Ghostbuster cartoons, or playing with Legos, or we had a friend just gift us an entire baggie, like a plastic bag full of 90s X-Men toys for Christmas. One of my friends was like, I got all these toys, they're yours. And he was like, yo, Daddy, let's open up this bag, fucking play with these toys, and then put the animated series on at the same time. Wouldn't that be fucking dope?
Yes.
I said, Danny, you're 4 years old, so please watch your fucking language. But we are doing that shit right now. So like that's the kind of and before it was always I was tired from work or like just was stressed out from the world around me, but that time spending with him through the summer, man, really fucking changed a lot of things between me and the child.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Phil. Me and my dog are so close now. Like me and Hero are just, we. Especially the past 2 weeks where I've been off, like we sleep.
Well, I'm sure you're not the only one getting off between the two of you. I guess that's why you guys are going up to Canada for your wedding, right?
Right.
Yeah, good.
Let me tell one more story because it follows up from 2 weeks ago. I told you I was on the hunt for the Series X for Oakland, right? My oldest.
Charles, real quick, if you tell this story, you don't get to be on the next 2 episodes.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
I'm good with that.
So I got to, because of the money saved and the new income and everything else, I got to go big for Christmas, and every kid got exactly what they asked for. My youngest wanted a dollhouse, and that motherfucker is like 3 feet tall. It's huge.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's awesome.
Yeah, and Rylan got his own TV and an Xbox and all this. It's all used, but he didn't care. He got his own stuff and so on and so forth. And I was on this hunt, and I was like, man, worst case scenario is I'm going to just here's a gift card, and I'm going to promise I'm getting it as soon as I get my hands on it. And Tony and Phil stepped up. Phil was texting me links, Tony was texting me links. Phil sent me to this Twitter feed to follow. And, it's just like you said, you're flipping through 100 different posts to get this one that showed up. And I happened to be off the ambulance that day. I was in the office, and it went, in an hour, Walmart is going to have Series X on sale. I'm like, son of a bitch, it's on. And so I'm sitting there, and sure enough, I start refreshing. 3 o'clock rolls up, and nothing changes. When I hit refresh, it's still saying coming at 3. Refresh, coming at 3. Refresh, there's one. Put it in the cart. Hit gone. It says, no, this isn't here anymore. I'm like, son of a bitch. Go back to the page, refresh to see if something went wrong. And it went, now at 3:10, there's going to be some on sale. I'm like, all right, loosen it up. We're going to get this done. Make sure the account was all set, ready to go. Came up at 3:10, refresh, nothing. Refresh, popped up, bought, hit it, go, hit sold, and boom, you've got it. I'm like, yeah, son of a bitch, I got it. I went, oh shit, that's a lot of money to drop in the heart in 30 seconds. Oh, Jesus, that hurt a lot. And I'm like, I called Phil, like, I got it. It's, I don't know what to do. I don't know to be happy or scared.
Also, hey, dog, can you Venmo me $600? You got any of that Kohl's cash laying around?
Yeah.
But you sent me a picture of Oakland opening up his present on Christmas, man. And I'll let you finish. Yeah, okay. I didn't mean to Kanye you, dude.
No. You're right. I would have forgotten it. I want to get to that part. So the whole thing was, of course, it's not even a week before Christmas. I get it. Oh. And then I get a fucking text. I'm like, call my wife. I'm like, I got it. I fucking got it. I went, ding. I look at my text. It's my bank going, did you mean this morning? I'm like, you son of a bitch. Do not block that sale. Yes. And it did. It went fine. So like, okay, it's coming January 12th.
It was like, we've never seen.
Yeah.
You've never had this much money.
I have spent so much money this year over space and time to get Amazon stuff and all that. Apparently not. So it freaked me out, but it worked. And it was going to come January 12th. And so what I did for Christmas is I made him go last. So they saw the big.
Hey, this is SunTrust. Are you okay not having groceries next month? Press yes to confirm.
You get put on a list when you buy those things.
The video, go watch the video. It's on my TikTok. I don't think I put it anywhere else yet, but TikTok.com is Charles McFall. I put all the kids reacting to their gifts, but I printed out the confirmation saying that you've bought it. It's going to come here on the 15th, and just fold it up, put it in an envelope. Didn't do anything funny, didn't glue anything, just handed it to him. And so he opens it up and he's looking at it. And he starts tearing up, man. He starts tearing up.
Damn.
And I'm starting to tear up. It's like, shit.
I'm starting to tear up. Shit, I wasn't even there.
It's so funny because he goes, did you print this? Did you write this yourself? Like, no, dude, I would not do that. That shit's real, dog. That shit's real. And he's like, he couldn't even say anything. So his sister then sees it. She goes, let me see.
Awesome.
And nobody knows what it is except my wife. No, and him. And so his sister sees it. And she's like, dude, she didn't say what it was on the video. I'm like, somebody fucking say it on the video so I can be an awesome dad.
Can you guys take two? Go back to one, please. We're gonna run this again, but this time I need you to say out loud. Thank you, Dad. You're the rock god of podcasting.
You're the rock god of fathering.
Yeah.
Oh boy! And then stare and wink at camera. No, but you send me a picture of Oakland opening that up, man. And
We'll put it in post. We'll put it in post. Don't worry about it.
Yes, ADR that shit.
Yeah.
But man, it really meant a lot to me to see him open up that fucking envelope and his reaction and all that. So
yeah, I'm just
dope.
pissed because like I've got 5 Xbox Series X's that he wouldn't buy at $800 a pop. Like, what am I going to do with these now? Like, he didn't thank me because like he didn't
Toys
end
for
up having
tots, my
anything.
dude. Could you imagine just Toys for totting those?
Oh, God.
Michael, we are almost out of time, but please fit in what you love about 2020.
Honestly, it was watching Steph put together Protest Too Much. It's her Shakespeare podcast. Charles just mentioned it on the last show, but like she's run a Shakespeare company for 10 years. Started when she was in Rhode Island.
Make Shakespeare's.
Yeah. Bum, bum. It's a Shakespeare factory is what I meant to say.
It's a warehouse.
Turns into Shakespeare. But so she's been doing everything that she loves with Shakespeare, sort of. And this year has really been her chance to like break out of that, right? It started at the beginning of quarantine. There was a thing called The Show Must Go Online that she got involved with, which is this massive multiple continent like online Zoom Shakespeare show that was being run by a bunch of folks in London that are connected to like the National Theater and stuff, like really like big important Shakespeare people connected to this thing. And it got her like wanting to do more. And so she started doing this show where she was interviewing her friends and other folks that were like involved in theater about Shakespeare. And like it became, y'all know, like when you start creating something and you're fucking passionate about it and it's like you get tunnel vision, like seeing that in her is so exciting. Every time she gets that laser focus is just so sick and so rad to be around and like feed off that energy for myself.
Yeah, it's motivating, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. Because she's getting all these guests that she's like so excited for. And like she like her energy for it has made me like so much more excited and so much more ready for all of the content that we put out. And so for me, that was it. It was like this internal motivation, right? We had done a bunch of stuff physically and mentally for ourselves in 2019, and then gym shut down in 2020, and we were like, okay, I guess we live in the office now. And so like watching her turn that into something positive and supportive is just awesome. So yeah,
I think I'll add real quick. I know we're wrapping up, but it really, look, 2020 sucked. Where no one's taking that away, and there's a lot of people that were sick and had health issues, and that's horrible. And there's nothing to make that better. But what I think I'm hearing from everyone is, it's kind of what you make of it. Yeah, we're stuck at home. All right, what are you gonna do now that you're stuck at home? Make something, create something. Right. Stealth King in chat said he was doing more with Twitch, and now he's trying to work on YouTube. And I think that's the cool thing with content creator friends is everyone, you know, and Travis, you said this earlier, you didn't do anything, but you got the Mando show, you got stuff going on.
Sure.
Content creator people, most that I know, use it as an opportunity. Like, well, let's do more. Granted, I also got my diamond gun, but you know, I made some content, move forward with some things. I think again, it just goes to show.
Yeah, it's adapt and overcome, right? So
yes,
you know, and I always try to say this on the show, like name me a comic book hero, a superhero that you can name that didn't come from adversity. And I think that 2020, even if you live the most charmed life, which even Charles has, you know, said, hey man, 2020 is good for me. But he knows that because of the struggle that the society was going through, Charles has got a very uplifting personality, and he's got a very optimistic outlook on life. And he's used that, he channeled that, which I think everybody here is what they're saying. You like Tony said, you take the opportunity. Oh shit, I can't do as many podcasts because I work 72 hours a week. Okay. Oh, well, now I can't go to work. Maybe I could podcast more. You know what I mean? Like, you're taking these opportunities that maybe no time in our lifetimes, and I may be the oldest cat here besides you, Tony, sorry. But you know, that we've seen this is an opportunity that we may never get again. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Does that sound
it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
It makes perfect sense.
There was silence
really
there,
is.
and I was like,
It really is.
did I miss?
It really
No,
is
like-
a once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
I don't want to say opportunity, but
it can be.
phenomenon.
Why not?
Phenomenon.
Okay.
Once in a
Do,
lifetime.
do, 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 do. Phenomenon. Do, 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 do. Phenomenon. First off, Tony P is an elder god and doesn't have a goddamn age. Secondly, Mike, I recently was contacted by your fiance about doing a song. And she hit me up last week and she said, we need to do this. I need you to record this. So for the last couple days, I've been really putting my fucking nose to the grind and getting all of this recorded. And literally, like, watching her work, she wrote lyrics for it. She did all this. I literally, like, as soon as she told me that she needed me to do this, like, my energy level just fucking fizzed out of control, because like when Steph gets excited about doing stuff, you gotta, and she asks you to be a part of it, like, you gotta fucking deliver and be a part of it.
Enthusiasm's like that. And that's one of the reasons a lot of people, you know, watch this show, because you guys, you bring up, you know, odd topics or you know, whatever topic you want to bring up, but you're enthusiastic about your answers. And people love that shit, man. Like, you know, people love that.
And it's funny because in pre-show, for people here in chat, this song is coming out tomorrow. Me and Steph work together on it. It is done, signed, sealed, deliver. So look on it for either my...
you ripped that off from Stevie Wonder. That's probably not going to be a good song.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
You.
I slowed it down by at least 0.5, and we changed 2 words, so it's a totally different song.
Dun.
Yeah. But on the downbeat. So that's gonna be on her social, my social. It's gonna be everywhere. It was a lot of fun, and I'm so thankful for her to let me do that.
Cool.
Anyway, the only thing that I'm also thankful for is the listeners.
Absolutely.
Not only you guys supporting us, but us supporting you. Because listen, like Travis was saying, man, time is now, right? And in the botch community, I've seen so many people be like, it's time. Yeah, fuck it. Let's start up a stream. Let's see what we can do, man. We had Forging Witten, who is a blacksmith, starting up a blacksmithing stream on Twitch. We have Stealth King, you know, throwing his name into the ring and doing his streaming. You know, he who is Steve started up a YouTube and streaming. Swan started this year. Like, there's so many people in this community that we are a part of are doing so many beautiful fucking things.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have the time if it wasn't for 2020.
Yeah, create something.
But I'm also looking back, I can really look and think about how the relationships that I have with people, literally through a fucking 2-inch camera, has strengthened so much in these,
Mine's 4 inches.
these fucking Tony, we'll go 3.5.
Yeah,
But,
I was about to say 4 inches is pretty good, buddy.
It's cold.
God
Mine's
Quit
damn it,
bragging.
like,
Humble
literally,
brag.
I'm in the middle of a sentimental moment about how like this year has been bad, but like I love you guys and like how our relationship has grown. But you doing that is the perfect example of how our relationship has grown in this last year, you dumb cunt. And I love you for it. We already have memes from the show. We were the same age at the time. Go to bed, Benjamin. Guys, we're almost at 100 episodes, and we just started this show this year.
Holy crap, are you serious?
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Or
we knew that.
60-something
Me and
episodes.
Tony
You
knew
do
that.
10 a night, which, who's counting that? I mean, it's fine. But, it took me 3 years to get 100 shows,
Hey,
but whatever.
If you can't make quality, you make quantity, dude.
That's right. Hey, who's
One of
counting?
them's bound to hit, man.
Sounds like-
it took
sounds
me
like
10 years to get to 300, but I'm quitting that show and starting over. Fuck it. Yeah.
See,
What do you
but-
love? Bill?
2020 was a rough year, and if it is so rough that you need to reach out, I still think you should. Yes, I've been doing this all through the month of December, but
Nice.
depression, suicide, that shit doesn't end when the calendar flips over.
That's right.
If
Oh,
you
it's at
still are
all-time high
feeling
now.
sad, man.
There's never been more suicides in the United States than right now since March.
Yeah.
Like
And so-
like adolescent suicides, because I just had a class because I am going to have another job. It's going to be in the school system, which please, your kids don't go there, so don't fucking worry about it.
God.
But
No, don't worry. It's a homeschool system.
from
It's got to be in Georgia, right? It's
from
got to be in
eight-
Georgia.
Well,
not
yeah, the
Georgia.
education
No,
there is
no,
fucking
we actually
terrible.
have books at the state that I teach in.
Oh, damn it.
It's Kentucky, so no, not really. It's Kentucky, right? So 8 to 18 suicides in the month of August. In the month of August, we're up 400%.
Ooh, damn.
8 to 18. Now you think about that, and it hasn't gotten any better because our kids, a lot of states, here in Kentucky, we're still not back to school on a regular basis. Yeah, I think there's some counties are doing half and half. I think some of the countries doing that. So yeah, so Phil, like, thank you for doing that. That's yes, domestic violence is on the rise as well. Of course, we're stuck at home, right? But thank you for doing that because that is a huge thing. And if you need help, dude, there is no shame in calling that number whatsoever. You call that motherfucker now if you need to.
800-273-8255. And if you don't talk to people, you feel more comfortable through text, you just hit them with the text 741-741.
I'll even go one step further. If you are that bad and you don't want to talk to a stranger and you just want to talk to somebody you've met one night on a stream, you inbox me.
Mm-hmm.
You inbox me. Before you do something stupid, you inbox me. And I'll tell you. And I'll talk to you. And I'll listen. I don't have to say a fucking word, but I'll listen to you. Okay? So you do that before you do anything else, before you take one further step. You either call that number or you inbox me, and we'll talk about it, and I'll listen to you. No judgment free.
I'll piggyback you, Travis. My DMs are always open on Twitter.
There you go. So are mine.
So 800-273-8255 or text 741-741.
Nice.
You want to text me on Facebook, on Twitter? You want to throw me a DM? You can. I am the Imaginary Nomad himself. On Twitch, Twitter, Instagram with a 1. I am on TikTok, but apparently Imaginary Nomad was taken, so I am the Imaginary Nomad. Throw down the flag. God damn, you're telling me. Everybody who came out for my New Year's Eve stream with the Imaginary No Mom, we appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. That video is up on my YouTube, and it's still on Twitch. I don't know when I'm coming back, to be honest with you. My schedule's kind of weird. Tomorrow night, I will be on a year in review Twitch stream about gaming. It's going to be no, it's not with my mom this time.
It's not your Nook's Tavern?
Nope, Nook's Tavern has been pushed to Friday. Thanks for jumping the gun on that, you dick. No, I'll be over at 5:30 at twitch.tv/SimkinPhD. So it's going to be me, Simkin, he who is Steve, Soapbox Klotz, and
nice.
Twig.
Fun.
Man, so we're
Fun.
gonna look at the year of gaming in review and
Awesome.
kind of see what's coming up for the next year. I will maybe stream tomorrow night after that. After that, I don't know. I'm thinking about doing horror. Philip Scared Stupid on New Year's Eve. This is for the live people, obviously, and you'll catch the VOD if you're podcast. Almost Daily Pod, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. It's really popping over on that Instagram, so check that out.
Is that right, Phil?
Twitch
Yes.
TV.
Yeah. Simkin PhD. You leave us a 5-star review. Man, just fucking thank you, everybody. And let's start this new year off right with a little less Charles in the next episode as Tony talks about tatas.
That's what it says, right? I read the show notes.
Hey,
Yeah,
we taking a break
tats.
right now?
Tatas.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
our
this is
long
our
break.
long
Trav.
break.
Oh, I got
So do whatever you need to do.
All right, so this is the
Hey,
photos.
Charles,
Yo.
before you start with your Christmas extravaganza, have a good New Year's. Be safe.
Thank you.
Get some sleep. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. And I'll see you. I'll text you tomorrow, bud.
Yeah. As
Charles-
for everybody, go ahead, Mike.
I'm going to tell you a bunch of nice things too, but I'm going to wait until we're off stream. So
well,
it'll
that'll
probably
be
be next
tomorrow.
week.
Yeah, but I gotta.
Yeah.
Wait.
Um,
It's SIMP.
It's no
S-I-M-P.
Simkin. SIMKIN PhD.
Ah,
Oh boy.
got it. Thank you.
So
when I
but-
said, "Hey, is that correct?" and you said yes,
He was
I
lying.
thont you meant the. I didn't read
go
it.
do your thing. Go do your thing. For everybody else,
I'm sorry.
so I'm gonna go pass out. Basically, I've gotten up every morning at 3 a.m. and just run all day. I didn't want to miss tonight though. I missed last week, and Travis is gonna be on it. It's taken months to really work out that schedule, so I wanted to come hang with him and you guys. And for everybody else, definitely go to TikTok and watch the video because the video is way better. But yeah, we talked about the family photos. That's Erin opening up the family photos she got this year, and that's what she just loves that thing. That's the wrong way. That's when we went to the.
hold up, man! You trying to clean up? You
Right,
only
me,
play
baby.
dumb redneck on TV. You got a collar. You got a
Right? A
jacket.
button-up shirt?
You don't see the cashmere scarf that's actually kind of around my neck right there. So yeah. No,
Well,
that
'cause
was a
it
high
probably
end
should
night.
have been on the outside of the shirt, but it's all good, dude.
Yeah.
You're looking good. You're looking good.
Thank you. So the video shows that Zoe comes up to hug the president. I thought she was going to hug me, and she totally disses me and hugs the
No.
president.
No.
That's great. That's Ryland's face when he saw the TV. You can't quite see in the
Oh.
picture. Now, this was a used TV that somebody gave to me, and he didn't care. He didn't even notice there was dust on it, and I
It
wiped it
doesn't
off when he
matter.
wasn't looking. No, he doesn't. He loved it. This is Crosby. She got AirPods. That's all she's wanted is AirPods, so I got her
Damn.
that.
Okay, then. Yeah.
Now she's rich.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just AirPods.
Well, I mean,
Right?
compared to like a TV and an Xbox. I mean, the TV was used, Xbox was used, whatever. And then here is the photo right there. That's right after he was trying not to cry after he was reading it. And that's Crosby going, "What is it? What?" Everybody's wanting to know what it is. He couldn't even talk. I was like, that's what. And that came out of her dollhouse. It came with a moving van.
Look at those faces, dude.
I
Right?
know.
Them
I know-
fucking
and I only
faces.
get to do this,
there's
like, every-
there's can
Yeah.
be no replacement for that kind of face.
I know, and we still did experiences this year, which was also great. I forgot to add that. Like the experiences that we've done every year, we still got to do this year. And so, COVID did not stop that, so that was awesome. And only every few years do I get to do something like this, and they'll remember it. And that's the house there. So I'm going to wrap up to that story though is the Xbox was supposed to come January 12th. It showed up December 27th.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
shit.
And we were out and about doing something, and I got a notification your package has been delivered. I'm like, wait, what? And I was like, call your brother right now. She's like, why? It's like, because the thing's there, and I don't want to leave it on the porch because I don't know what kind of box it's in and all that. And so our brother he lives 2 doors down, so he went over there and put it in the house, and he came home, and as he's like unwrapping it and taking it, and he's all excited, of course, I'm like, yeah, This is how good a dad I am because I
here
didn't
we
get
go.
one. That should be mine, you little shit.
Oh,
It's
boy.
yours. I'm an
Wow.
awesome dad.
Oh, you
So.
ruined that. But there's nothing cooler than like waiting for like I don't get surprised or thrilled very often, but if I'm waiting for something that big and it's supposed to and it comes 2 weeks early, like that's nice. That's a high five right there.
So on that,
Right.
I'm gonna get out here, Travis, man. It is so good to sit in a seat with you again.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
I agree.
Charles, have a
You
good
got
one,
something
man.
on your nose here, bud.
Oh,
Just
I
go to the
I
restroom.
can't bend over that low. He skips leg day. It's okay. I can't get that low.
You just showed a picture of me in my
Well, I got another one.
banana hammock. Those legs are impressive.
Those
the way.
legs are impressive. Let me find the Dragon Con legs.
Oh yeah, is there a picture of that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I did it pretty impromptu. I don't think anybody was
we were
ready
all
for that
laughing and
shit.
making jokes. I don't think there is actual. I mean, there's a video of it somewhere.
You
but
all were
no.
looking at my legs when I dropped my shorts at the panel at Dragon Con, by the way. Y'all were looking at something else, which is which is not big at all. It's not huge at all. But my legs, on the other hand, if I had smaller legs, I wouldn't have to buy the jeans I buy. Trust me.
There's that saying that Chris.
Mike at the mic.
Mark Klotz. I don't know who labeled that. Mike Woodard, who came up with Travis Jones.
I love Mike, man.
Let's see.
Boy.
I thought you had some other Dragon Con photos. But so you must have shared it from the department, but there was a photo specifically I was looking for that had you in your full blues. And it's like that side pose where your picture goes on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
And shit. I was looking for that because that was the very firefighter Travis Jones. Man, I dig in the shit out of the beard.
Thanks, man.
I've always loved the beard.
Thanks. I don't work at my shit. I ain't like Tony, man. I can't wake up with this manly shit. I gotta
Fuck is that?
fucking take vitamins and fucking condition it
I
and
know,
oil and I do all that shit, man.
Well, I guess I showed the ones I saw, but I thought there were more Dragon Con photos, but it's whatever.
We'll take more next time, man.
So yeah. All right, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here, and you guys have
You leaving
tonight. Yeah, I got.
yeah.
Oh, you didn't hear that part,
man.
So yeah, running the company, I've had to go fill in for somebody this week, and it's an hour and a half away from my house. So I get up at 3 a.m. to go do that all day, and then come back. So I gotta get up at 3 tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna be out of here,
man.
But
Sorry.
I'm not gonna miss it. No, it's life. It's happening.
Yeah, man.
Whine about it, you little bitch.
Hey, Travis, so that's why.
Oh, I have
That's
to wake
why
up at 3. Oh, I feel so bad for you. I've been doing
Man,
that
I
shit
got
for
this-
10 years.
I got all my new shit. I got so much money now.
Yeah, I'm out. Bye. See you guys.
See it,
But
cunt.
yeah, Travis, that's why we kept joking about, man. I hope he's not here next episode.
I was wondering. I
He's
thought
not
I might
here
really go to
because-
kick him.
No, yeah, he's not here. He's not here. So, Cat Chat wants to know if you have them double bubble thick thighs.
I do. I do. It goes
Easy-
with the double
easy
thick butt. Seriously, I can't find anything that fits me ever.
Show's getting weird. The show is.
Hey, hey,
For the first
you
time.
invited me, motherfuckers. You knew what this shit was bringing.
I didn't invite you. I just heard, oh, Travis will be here. I was like, oh, all right then.
Mike,
for the
I know this is Mike. I know this is the first time you've met me, and I really hope that this does not
This is the last time that you meet me
indeed.
too, Mike.
your opinion of me.
But it's accurate.
I will say this, Travis. The fact that you are friends with Phil, Tony, and Charles is enough impediment to our friendship as it is. Everything after that is like
Point
on the
taken,
up.
well said. Totally agree. Totally agree. You're a smart man.
Oh, Tony.
Oh,
What Tony?
Tony's-
What Tony do? Tony went to
Tony,
Times
hold on.
Square.
Tony,
Tony's-
you went
Tony's-
sideways.
He's in Times
Yeah,
Square. I
hold on.
see him.
I've been at
Tony's
Times Square.
in-
Hold on. Let me fix this.
Somebody
Yeah, fix
disconnected their
Cyberpunk.
That's
camera.
fucked up.
Yeah.
he's in
Cyberpunk? Did you-
2077. Look at him.
Cyberpunk.
You can tell by the quality that it's cyberpunk.
There you go. That's a good show right here. That's a good
Yeah,
show.
finally. Fuck. You know, I've been
This
waiting
is a
for
good
this.
show right here.
That's right.
Ha-ha!
Okay. All
I'm back.
right. This is a good show,
Back.
too.
In fact, I'm gonna go to the top corner because I'm about to host
Let's
this
go.
mug.
Oh, shit.
right.
Host that motherfucker.
It's all about everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, and away
We
go.
are getting
A little bit of feedback is what Mike was about to say. Somebody.
3 wishes. Fingers crossed. Charles McFall is not here this episode.
You are
Let's hope and
listening
So we can
to
pray.
talk over
Almost
the
Daily
intro all we
Discourse
want.
with your perfectly adequate hosts, Charles, Mike, Phil, and here with today's topic is Tony P.
Hey, what is going on, Trash Pandas? Welcome to Almost Daily Discourse. It's a podcast for pondering. We are getting some feedback. I can hear it, but that's okay. We're going to power through. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil, and let's welcome our guest, Travis Jones.
Oh, Tony.
Travis
Tony.
Jones.
Did Charles beat him on the intro? Did Charles beat Tony on the intro just now?
Charles definitely
No.
rock god of podcasting. The intro for sure.
I'm
That's
not.
true. No, I was
I'm
good.
not-
That was good.
I'm not that excited for Travis Jones. What you got was feigned anyway. That wasn't real. It's
Oh,
part of
man.
the bit.
That
I do
hurts
it for
me,
the
man.
show.
You cut me,
So-
Shrek. You cut me deep.
But Travis, it's good to have you. I haven't chatted with you in a while. You're always fun
Yeah,
to have
bro.
on the show. Your
Thank you.
beard, for those watching live, your beard's looking good. For those
Thank you,
not
buddy.
watching live, they should tune in to twitch.tv/almost daily pod on Wednesdays at 8. You can
Always.
see the awesomeness that is the beard. So, this is a podcast for pondering. I got something I want to talk about today. It's tots. I figured Travis was going to be on the show. I know Travis likes his French fries and waffle fries, so I wanted to talk about tots. Do you guys have any?
Yes,
Do you-
tater tots.
Oh,
Tony-
the thing says tats. Tats? Mike,
That's different. Those are different, bud.
They're
what
equally awesome, but
you made this banner? Is it the
it
banner
is,
says
it is
tats.
tats.
Look, I just copy and pasted what you put in the show notes.
Here we
Oh,
go.
so I thought we were talking about boobs. Like,
I
Yeah.
thought we were talking about
Oh.
boobs.
So
All right.
and when I get some, I
tat.
mean, son, I already have some. I've got 2 handfuls of myself
I
right
got
here.
the bits too. I love
Those
tater
are all-
tots, and I have
Those
tats.
are all Travis topics.
Yeah.
Well,
So let's roll with it.
What's wrong with it?
can we call them tattoos? Are
Okay, we'll go with tattoo.
okay
Let's
with
We
go
can
with
call them
tattoos.
tattoos, Mike. Most people do.
let's
I just-
that would have cleared up the confusion.
Right. That's all I'm saying. Is like tats. First off, we're not at a Godsmack concert, so like tats isn't like an appropriate term anymore. I think that's like the line, right? Like, is this stained in 2000? If not,
Mm.
But
Maybe
also
call them
in
tattoos.
chat, a swan named Emily just made up Travis's new show, Tits, Tats, and Tats. Tits, Tots, and Tats with Travis. God damn, Dr. Seuss, that shit.
Love
Anyway.
that. Love that swan named Emily. That's awesome.
You can have that. That's a thing now. That's all
That's
yours.
a thing now. It's
But-
gonna be a thing
so-
now.
So we don't step into that too much. We'll talk about tattoos. Do you
Okay.
guys have tattoos? If you don't have one, would you get one? Why don't you have one? What would you get? All that stuff. I knew Travis was jumping on. We're going to start with him because he looks like he has an arm full, a sleeve full, a lower back full. I don't know. I don't want you to.
a tata full.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do
No.
that. Not that
I
kind
don't
of
want
show.
you to. I don't want you to show us all of them,
Okay.
but tell us what inspired some of your favorites or your first one or the story behind the
Okay.
top.
That's okay. This is wow. All right. Wasn't expecting this. Damn. I always expect Charles to throw me through a ringer, Tony, not you. All right.
I assume they were cool stories. Now, are they all? They're all
They
going to be weird, bad.
Yeah, they're all going to be
They're all
embarrassing.
weird. So let me just say
the
this.
first time I was in prison.
So let me
and
just
then-
do this. No,
He
the-
just
the
calls it the fire
second
hall.
time I was in prison. The first time in prison, I made a mistake by not getting tattoos. The second time, you've got to get tattoos. Walking
Tell us
on your
about
asshole will get you many, many places in prison, by the way.
Tell us about the teardrops. What's going on with that?
That means you killed
And
somebody in prison.
why did you get them around your nipples? That's the weird thing that I want to ask about them.
Oh, those are milk.
Because okay, that's a great question, actually, Phil. That's a fucking great question. All right, so in this, I have a to coin a phrase, it's like a Yakuza sleeve. So like all this is Asian inspired. It goes down my chest, it goes down my side. So it's a vest, basically. Okay, goes around my nipple. All right. So what happens is if you don't do that and you place the chest piece in, you'll see guys on Instagram or wherever. If you're looking at that kind of shit, Phil, just not to point you out, but if you're looking at that kind of stuff, a lot of people's chest piece will stop right above the nipple and it'll go like this. It'll go in a circular motion like this. Okay, because the only reason they do that is because they don't want it to get around the nipple.
Well, it's painful.
It's all fucking painful. None of it fucking feels good. So so if you see somebody like that, call them out because you should, because that's bitch. Anyway,
So basically, if you get a ton of stuff and just avoid the nipple, like that's a clown shoes move. Like that's a
Yeah,
buster.
clown
Okay.
shoes.
Clown
very
shoes.
good word, by the way. Love clown shoes. I thought I was the only one that used it. I knew me and you were on the level.
We're right there. We're
somehow,
beard
some way.
brothers. And
Yeah,
what
bro.
was the other
Beard
one?
bro.
Dingus, right? It's a dingus that doesn't get the tattoo on the nipple. Don't spit out your truly. there, buddy.
Trulies.
But it's
I'm
super
out.
cool if
I'm
you
out
get
of
like
everything else. Look, I love these things. They're hard as fuck to find in my neighborhood, man. These things are hard to find. All right. So back to what my tattoos mean. All right. So every tattoo, I will say this. Every tattoo, you can see the worst tattoo you've ever seen. And I've had some. Okay. Well, sorry. I keep pointing to the other arm. I've had some. Okay. They were awful, but they're good stories. They're great stories. So
That's
when I
not
had
worth
my
it.
sleeve done, he was like, "Hey, look, I'm going to cover those up." And I was like, "Oh, yeah." Like, for one thing, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, you can do that and it's going to look cool. He's like, "Oh, yeah, you'll never even see that motherfucker." And I was like, "Oh, wow. Okay." So then I got to tell my wife, I was like, "Damn.
Hey, why were you leave it to Beaver in this story? You're like, oh wow, golly, geez, okay.
Holy jeez, man. Holy crap."
Oh
you
my.
can't change what he said, Tony.
Yeah.
Like you can't
exactly.
go back in
Thank
time
you.
and reverse
Mike.
what you fucking said. I got your back.
No,
Thank
but
you.
he can certainly cover it up.
Finally. Finally, someone has my back on a goddamn podcast I do with you knuckleheads. Anyway.
Don't listen to Mike. He's only got nipple tattoos. He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I
dingus.
just have a halter top. I'm going to talk about it later, but like,
A
Don't bury the story
tattoo
there.
halter top, that would be fantastic, by the way.
Straight edge
Anyway,
kids are
yeah,
weird.
so he covered them up, and but every tattoo has kind of a story. I got this because I was really in like the Midori Warriors. They're Polynesian. They were badass. They didn't have armor or leather. So what they did was they tattooed their bodies and had shamans bless it. It gave them the thought or belief that they couldn't be harmed, that they had armor because they had this shaman inspired tattoo. And I always thought they were badass. This one is from when I was in Japan. I was in Japan for a year. Really got into Bushido. I still love the art of the samurai. Kind of tells a story. It's a whole thing. But they had to cover some of my tattoos. And so one of the first tattoos I got was my fire department tattoo, which I'm still proud of. The second tattoo I got was on spring break 2000.
That's what
Okay.
sounds about right. Yeah.
Right,
Panama
that's when you
City
got that
Beach.
tribal.
All right. Yeah, right. Yeah. I go into the tattoo
The
shop
barbed wire around
around my waist. No. I go into this tattoo shop and there is a fucking margarita machine and a jockeying machine.
Yeah, that's Panama City Beach. That
So I was
got
like-
to be.
Yeah,
TCB.
it was. on the strip. And there's like 4 other people are like, oh, we're going to get tattoos, dog. And I already had a couple. I'm like, yeah, man, y'all go ahead. Like, you rookies. So this guy's like, come on, man, I'm going to do a piece. I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I got a tattoo, got back home, blah, blah, blah. And so, like, since they were getting tattoos, I got free margaritas. Nice business move, by the way. Because as I'm drinking margaritas,
right.
he was like, so what am I going to do? I'm like, put a dragon right here, bro. And he did, you know?
Oh,
like I said, man, you can't even see it now. Like, it's a lotus leaf, and it's all crazy. But
so, let me
man,
get this straight. First tattoo ever was fire department that you served 20 some odd years in doing life-saving work. Second one, 3 margaritas deep.
Yes.
Okay.
And like
I got it.
Mini Xanax. I forgot that part. There was a bunch of Xanax involved too.
We were just bumping lines of Xanax. The margaritas were flowing. Time to get a tattoo.
I didn't think that I had to say Xanax because I said spring break.
I was seeing this dragon the whole trip, and I was like, I might as well get a tattoo of it.
I'm like, dude, I've been riding the dragon this whole week. Let's do it, bro.
Trav is literally like setting home his point is that every fucking tattoo that he has a fucking story behind it. Mm-hmm. And that's it's a stupid story, but god damn it, it's a fucking entertaining story. It's still a great story.
Stupid story. Right. Yeah, exactly. And like when he was going over them, like it kind of hurt me a little bit, you know, like physically, of course, but like emotionally, I was kind of like, oh man, I can't tell that story anymore. You know. So.
Yeah, but look at your arm. Now you don't have this shitty Panama City Beach dragon on it anymore. You got this beautiful piece instead.
Yeah, that's
a decent fucking trade-off.
Yeah, that's right. Pain is temporary. Great art is forever.
So before we go to Mike, Stealth King in chat said his left arm is for his family. So he has a bear to represent his daughter. It's her Native American spirit animal. He has an otter to represent him. For some reason, he doesn't know why. I think
the same reason.
You need to. I don't know. Oh, same reason. Okay. It makes a world of difference. I have an otter representing me for the same reason, whereas I thought he said for some reason. And then anyway, and his wife has one. Her culture is a turtle. So left arm is for his family, which I think is amazing. Even despite my inability to read. Mike, do you have any tattoos?
So I grew up in the hardcore punk scene. Everyone I know is covered in fucking tattoos. Like literally from here down. I have none. So I was 16 and I was like, yo, as soon as I get an adult job, I'm getting fucking
covered. Yeah.
Like, I know what sleeve I'm getting. I know exactly how it's going to look. My favorite book in the whole world is The Little Prince. If you haven't read it, it's a children's book. It's quick and easy, but like teaches you everything you need to know about dealing with people and seeing the world.
Yes.
And so I was going to get the story of the Little Prince tattooed down my left arm. And I wanted it to look like pages ripped straight out of the book and slapped on my body. And like I was going to use it to tell my future kids the story of the Little Prince and like all of this, right?
Like, Dad, you could have just bought us a book. No, no.
Dad, there's a Netflix series that I could just watch instead of staring at your shitty arm.
Read my arm, kids.
So I had set in my mind, I was like, okay, as soon as I make enough money to be able to do this, I'm doing it. Right. And I set that bar at $30,000 a year because that felt like an adult amount of money, right? Like I was 16.
When you're 12, it is.
Dude, I remember, look, man, I'm laughing, but I remember that day. Like, yo, if I get there, I'm good. I'm straight, you know.
And so I'm like, okay, this is going to be the deal. $30,000 a year. Here we go. It took me until I was 28 years old to make $30,000 a year. Like after college, when you graduate in 2008, 2009, like no, there aren't jobs. And like, you're like, okay, cool. I guess I'll fucking die.
And even when you have a certain salary, it's like, well, I got to factor out the debt. So is it a net 30,000? Like,
right.
it's
Right.
just
It
on
wasn't even
paper?
that for me. It was make $30,000 in
Right.
a year, and that didn't happen until I was 28. And by
Right.
that point, like I like when I was in high school, I was like, yo, tattoos are the coolest fucking thing in the world. Like now, today, when I'm looking at somebody's tattoos, I'm like, yo, those are really fucking cool. I also don't feel like I need one anymore. There's a bunch of shit that I would like tattooed on me. And like constantly I see stuff and I'm like, oh, that would be a dope tattoo. Oh, like that would be cool. But also I'm not like hooked on this idea of like, oh, I need a tattoo.
Well, you're an individual now.
Right.
You're your own individual now. And before you were identifying with other individuals for your own individuality, and you're not now.
And
so
like I also think there's like
let me ask you something real quick, because this is in my fucking head, so I've got to get it out. Sorry, I have problems.
We were aware before we invited you. We were aware you had problems. But
I why you invited me, actually.
I got a text before this, and it just said, "Hey, heads up, Travis has problems," and that's all it said. And so I didn't know what it meant. Now I get it.
You get it now, don't you? So would you get one now?
Just in general?
Wait, so hold on. You're like, I got this question, dude. I've been thinking a lot about it. It's in my head. I got to get it out. Yeah, go ahead. Would you get one?
What I'm saying is, he wanted one, then he decided, well, yeah, I'm kind of my own person now. I don't need one. But now, since he's his own person, he can get whatever the fuck he wants to get, and no one's really influencing what he gets. I guess my question should be, what is stopping you now from getting one, other than the fact that you feel like you just don't need one? But you just said, I would still like to have one.
So right now, what's stopping me is COVID. Like I just don't, I'm not gonna go fucking put a mask on and like get a tattoo with another dude wearing a mask. You know what I mean? But like,
what a stupid answer.
What's stopping me right now is I'm on a podcast. I'm busy.
Yeah. I had it scheduled for 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Kick off the new year right, but here I am. Stuck with you schmokes. Can't do nothing about it.
Schmokes.
But that's
I know. But up here in Philly, it's schmokes.
They pronounce everything wrong in Philly anyway.
You're right.
And so the other thing is COVID. Right. Yeah. So then the tattoo I want is our podcast's logo. Not this podcast, but like Adventure Incorporated.
That's worse.
That's a lot worse.
My 5-year D&D podcast with all of my friends from college has like a custom designed logo that is like, I fucking love it. And I want it on my body so bad, but I want us all to get it at the same time. Like
you can just make a shirt, dude.
Okay. So my fire department tattoo that I got it in drill school, 32 weeks. It's tough. A lot of people don't make it. We had 100 guys. I graduated with 26. So that tells you the washout rate. I mean, we're not the fucking Navy SEALs, right? But it was still pretty. We had a high washout rate. And we all said, like, we had 4 weeks left. Hey, motherfucker, if we make it, we're getting tattoos. And not a lot of us had them, right? Because it was fucking 98. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as accepted as it is now. So the guys that did graduate, the 28 that did graduate, and there was 20 of us in this conversation, how many do you think showed up to the tattoo shop?
2.
4.
I'm giving 8.
4. We had 4. 4 guys. Which, long story, very, 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 very short. The guy that ended up tattooing me, this tattoo, my fire department tattoo, ended up breaking up with his fiance that later became my wife.
Oh, that's a lot to unpack. We're not talking about that. That's for
Oh my God,
an
I love
episode
these
next
These
year.
are only
Yeah, I'm
30-minute episodes.
I'm changing my episode.
No, it's crazy, man. It really is. It's crazy.
All right, Mike.
but
So
yeah,
you want to get Mike? You want to get Adventure Inc. You guys have what, 5 people on the
yes,
show,
that would be
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
including your fiance.
Who
So
will
there's-
not
there's-
get a tattoo, but that's fine. Like, she doesn't fucking have to, right? Like,
So
I don't want it
is
to be
she
a thing where it's
against-
like, you
is
have
she
to.
against them, or does she just not want them for herself?
She
Or
doesn't
people
like
think yours is
being on the show. Travis, she hates the show and doesn't want to have a constant reminder that she put 5 years into this bullshit show.
That's too
The
late.
Dungeons
She's
and
got
Dragons
me.
show?
Yeah. Mike is the tattoo of her life as a reminder that she did that for 5 fucking years.
You
This
can
is
never
what you ended
forget.
up with.
I wake up next to a tattoo every day.
I'm
of this
afraid I'll
reminder.
have an allergic reaction to the ink.
So,
Oh, that's
like-
legitimate.
like,
That's totally legit.
Steph's
It's
level
totally
of,
not legit.
no, Travis, you have no idea. Steph's level of allergies is fucking
Oh,
bananas.
wow, really?
Yes, like
Oh, okay.
she can't do. You know how usually you go in for an allergy test and they like prick your skin like 30 rows or whatever.
Yeah.
She can't do more than 5 a week
Well, it's
When
all
she
done with
goes
a
in and gets it
tattoo
done.
gun, so I don't know why she's going to that place.
because if she gets too many of those, she'll go into anaphylaxis and die. Like
The histamine.
Wow. Does she
Yeah.
carry an EpiPen with her everywhere?
everywhere. Like
Oh, poor thing.
Oh, so you'll
Oh,
use an
yeah.
EpiPen, but not a tattoo pen. I see how it is. So, Mike, so obviously she's not going to get one. You're cool with
Right.
that. Is anyone else on board to get the
So-
Adventure Inc. tat? Or is it
I know Mikey
happening?
and Rob are. I know Mikey and Rob are.
I
but
want
don't
one. I don't even know what the logo is, but it sounds so cool.
Travis will jump in. He'll
Yeah, I
replace
will.
it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm gonna get it right here in the back of my neck. I got some space
what-
left.
You
What's-
don't even know
what's-
what it looks like, Travis.
It sounds
it was
cool.
good.
I don't know.
It's
There's a bunch of
dog
dudes that
shit.
want it.
Phil
I'm not that
Mitchell
hard.
did it.
I'm not that hard.
I like
So is it
I
gonna,
like our
is
logo.
it gonna happen or not? What do you think?
I think yes.
Yes.
I think we just need to get back together in a place together again.
So, Miguel,
Oh, I'm not getting a tattoo in Atlanta. I don't know any of the shops.
Hell,
we have
no.
also, as Botched, has talked about getting the Botched logo tattooed on everybody on Botched.
I'm gonna get that too.
This
On my
Botched
tank.
logo,
I want the
With-
bots. I
with-
want the dice on my
just
my
the
tank.
die and the paper, man. We've all talked about it, and I don't think I can get Dennis to do it, but I think Travis could get Dennis to do it.
Oh, trust me. Yes, absolutely.
So,
So
I-
Travis, real quick, this is the logo.
Oh yeah.
Like-
Oh my god, I put that anywhere. I
That's
got a
strictly
great
bottom
place
part?
to put that. Actually,
Like that strictly bottom part? No, but
it's a little phallic, but I can make that shit work.
no, you said you're gonna put it on your neck. Yeah, put it right here, leading up to your,
I
to
didn't
your
mean
like
that
right
back.
here.
yeah, right here across your eyeball. So I don't have any tattoos.
Shocker.
I have gotten very close. Very
Yeah.
close. There was one night in college where a drunken high Philip stumbled into a friend of a friend of a friend's apartment, and they were doing apartment tattoos.
All right, let me stop you there because
Okay,
I have
good.
never been under the influence of anything enough ever in 41 years on this earth to think an apartment tattoo was a good idea. Maybe I'm just not
Oh,
living
come
my
on, have
life.
some fun.
Well, then you, sir, never went to an art school.
Right. Like,
Fair
dude,
point, fair
sticking pokes at a house party are like a time-honored tradition.
No man, fuck
Yeah.
that. I'm with Tony
Guys, I
on
don't-
this. Big time.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I try not to play this card, but I really have to ask: is that like a white people thing? Because
Oh yeah.
I just okay.
Oh no. So the
It's a
fire-
poor people thing, Tony.
yes.
Okay,
So,
okay,
I was in the west
okay.
end of Louisville for 14 years on Portland Avenue, Engine 6. And we used to make we called it like in our community, I say the tattoo community in Louisville, you're called scratcher. Like you're a scratcher if you're not an apprenticed licensed tattoo artist. Okay,
Gotcha.
You do them in your fucking basement, you do them in your house or whatever. And in this house we used to go to, it was 2236 Portland Avenue. We used to make it all the time. Heroin addicts, junkies.
Hey,
we used to make it all the time, and it was a scratcher house.
Hey,
Everybody knew
Travis,
it was a scratcher house. Yeah.
don't fucking step on the neck of my story, bud.
Apparently, they were at the same party.
So,
Go ahead, Phil. You were
You
at a
know,
house
that's-
party.
2236 Portland Avenue.
that's the fucking thing. Like, we go to the house of a friend of a friend of a friend, and like I walk in, and it's just like, oh shit, I'm living Requiem for a Dream right now. Look at this place. This is
With a
fucking
double dong.
ass to ass.
Yes.
And like I walk in and I look to the left, and this guy is tattooing a lady on the kitchen table, and I was like, I instantly regret my decision, but now I'm here. How long is it going to be before I can leave? And they're like, yeah, man, you ready? You ready to get some ink? And I was like, oh no, you should probably start with this person who's been waiting here. I'll get to the back of the line and just, oh God. So like, once my crocodile clock was up, and they're like, let's go, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that. You can call me a bitch and pussy all you want. Like I'm getting the fuck out of here. And thankfully, right?
Yes.
Thankfully, I don't have, a
Hepatitis
shitty.
C later.
Well, hepatitis C later, yeah, sure. But I mean, I could deal with that. It would have been like a shitty Dark Side of the Moon prism, a Pink Floyd tattoo stuck on me. So thankfully, that shit didn't happen. But no, I actually do. I have a couple ideas that I have just not fucking financially planned to get done. I've thought about doing a full, Nintendo sleeve with like Kirby and Link and having the Hyrulean shield on me, but
that'd be badass.
Link in the video games has the Triforce on the top of his hand in every game, right? So I thought about doing that.
Yeah.
My main goal right now, and I'm going to push this for 2021, is I have had conversations with the imaginary no mom about getting a tattoo.
Okay.
And she's like, no, I'm against that. That's bullshit. This is stupid. And I said, what if we get Philadelphia Flyer tattoos and I pay for it? And the avid hockey fan that she is said, I'll think about that.
Oh, wow.
So there's my window, right? So my plan for this new year that we're in is to get a fucking tattoo with my mom, having something small on her, right? Maybe just the Flyers logo or something where she can hide it constantly,
Whatever
on her
she's
foot or something.
comfortable with, man.
Her ankle. I want to get on my arm, on my left forearm, I want to have Gritty holding Betsy Ross's flag like mid fucking wave is what I want. So I know it's going to be.
Why stop there? I mean, if it's Gritty, you need to go full back piece.
Because money. Patreon.com/imaginary nomad is where you can go to support my my idea. But no, I'm full on serious about this. Like Gritty holding the Betsy Ross flag, me and my mom going to the tattoo parlor. Maybe also taking that and fucking filming it so I can exploit my own shit and put it on Patreon and all that shit. But
I gotta hit the chat real quick. Queen Hat said from your mom to say maybe I'll think about it. According to Queen Hat, that's a yes. Yeah. And I agree with her on that. Yeah. Stealth King wants Gritty for president. Totally. And Forge and Witten, a.k.a. Bean, said, have a surprise apartment tattoo party for her birthday.
You're right. You know what? I failed out of art school, so I might as well tattoo my mom. I'll go over to Amazon now and see what I can purchase. But
That would be your highest, your most watched Patreon episode.
You're right. I should get high before I tattoo my mother.
I don't even know what I would have to pay to watch that, and I'd fucking pay it.
Well, there's levels over at patreon.com/imaginary nomad, Travis.
It's like a pay-per-view at that point.
Right.
But it's funny because I talked about, like, in college I was really into Pink Floyd, or in my later years I was really into the Beatles and stuff like that. But there's an actual band that I would get a tattoo of on my body, and it's Radiohead.
Incubus.
Incubus. Yeah, Incubus. No, Radiohead has this very
I fucking love
simplistic.
Incubus. Is that a slight against Incubus? I have to know.
Oh yeah, it is. It most certainly is.
Right.
Tony, just answer yes.
Oh my God, what's fucking wrong with Incubus?
It's not.
I fucking love them.
Tony,
Would you, Travis?
Yes.
Travis, would you get an Incubus tattoo?
If I get a box tattoo, motherfucker, hell yeah, I get an Incubus tattoo. I like Incubus.
At that point, you're just off the ledge. Like, anything goes now.
Well, yeah. If I put this on my taint, I might as well get an Incubus tattoo.
There's no rules
I'm
anymore.
going to the Scratcher House.
No.
2236 Portland Avenue, Louisville, Kentucky.
No, but like Radiohead has
Bring
this very
cash or
simplistic
drugs.
logo that is just a bear, right? It doesn't mean anything unless you know what it means. And so, like, this Radiohead bear tattoo, which I've seen in public, is something that I've actually considered a couple times. So it just really comes down to fucking money, dude.
How
like,
big would it be, though?
I would probably put it on my calf.
So people would know from behind that you're a hipster asshole, just like they know from the front.
From the front. So I got him coming and going. Yeah, you're
That's
right.
good.
You straight edge fuck.
That's one thing that threw me off with tattoos. I think the art of good tattoos, is amazing. I love it. I don't have any. I can't decide on anything. I don't like anything. And so when you don't like anything,
Right.
it's hard to find something you like so much that you want it tattooed on your body.
Absolutely.
I had the Geek versus Week, my podcast logo, and then we canceled the show and had some bad blood. So now I got to get that covered up.
No, you don't. Wait a minute. You didn't have
Do
any.
you really?
I got it covered. No, I got it covered up with my ex-girlfriend's name, and then we broke up. So now I got to get my covered up. It's a vicious cycle.
You could do the Pete Davidson thing and just get them all lasered off. You hear about
Pete
that?
Davidson.
Yeah.
No, but
Pete Davidson's getting all his tattoos removed. He's like covered. He's like neck down covered because he doesn't want to spend 3 hours in a makeup chair anymore.
Oh, he's trying to do that.
I would rather spend millions of dollars and thousands upon thousands of hours in a removal chair.
Before we wrap the show up, I'll say Saturday Night Live pays him for nothing, so why not? He can save that money up and get his tattoos removed.
So let me ask you real quick before we end this.
Yeah.
How much money would you have to be paid to get a face of Charles McFall tattooed onto you?
Oh God!
And now look, the tattooed is already covered. Right, the price of the tattoo is covered.
Yeah.
I do it.
I said it
How
would
much
cost
money?
me $2 million to get punched by Tyson. 4.5 would get me a tattoo of Charles's face.
Mike? You would have to put it on your Adam's apple
For $4.5 million, honestly, anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere.
Even on your very cold horse testicles that shrink when.
Yep.
Anywhere.
If I can cover it
I'm
up,
gonna go less than that. I'm gonna go $1 million and I'll put it on my fucking Adam's apple.
Jesus Christ!
I'd go $1 million for things I can cover up. So anything covered by a short sleeve t-shirt or pants. I need a little more to do a Adam's apple.
Right.
You grow your beard over it.
I would need enough to retire forever, and then when people ask me what I do for a living, I could go, "Oh, this."
This
right
bad decision allows me not to do anything.
I would have to lift my beard over it, like Travis was saying, and be like, "Oh, it's this."
Yeah, but Mike, you've been growing that beard for fucking the entire time of COVID, and that's all you got, dude.
Dude, you and I
There was
both know that's not true. There's video evidence that I have had longer beards, and
That's not. Oh, jeez.
There's
his
I don't know what
beard
internet
crapped
messed
out
up.
on him.
There's a
His
boxer,
beard
I think, that
crapped
got
out.
the Corona beer tattooed for like 50 grand. I was like, nah, that's
Not
not
worth it.
enough. No. But yeah,
Maybe-
so
maybe they love Corona.
well, it really turned out bad now, you know. That didn't age well in the least bit. So funny enough, I wouldn't say hate, I hate nothing, but I strongly dislike Pete Davidson. But you know what I do love? Voting. And here in Georgia, if you are living the Georgia, we got more votes. The votes never stop. Check your mail because it's probably full of flyers. It's been so ridiculous. There's more flyers in Georgia than there are in Philadelphia. Am I right, folks?
Hey-o!
Am I right? But seriously, if you are unsure of where to go or how to vote or what the vote is, you can go to vote.org and check it out. I believe it is January 4th in Georgia, but early voting is open now. So go check it out. Go get your vote on and go to vote.org if you don't know where to go. You want to see more from me? Phil mentioned on the last episode, my YouTube videos. You can find those at youtube.com/Tony P. Henderson. Just recently, I talked about Disney and Pixar's Soul, available now on Disney Plus. So yeah, I loved it too. I thought it was great, but it's getting a little pushback. So you can check out my video, see why it's getting pushback, and let me know your thoughts on that. You can find the show on anywhere you find every other podcast. You can email us at almostdailypod@gmail.com. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We are here on Twitch every Wednesday at 8:00. Come join us. Come hang out and be a part of the show. Don't go away. We have one more podcast episode. So don't go away. But thank you guys for listening so much. But stick around. We got one more episode from Mike. Yeah,
You were
that's
so
it.
confident
Mike.
when you said that, dog. So confident.
Yeah, next episode by Mike.
There you
All right,
go.
y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Tony.
Mike.
Tony,
Yes, I'm
I
here.
can't tell you how much I fucking appreciated your Soul fucking review, man.
Oh, thanks, dude.
What was it?
Like, so Pixar put out a movie on Disney Plus that was supposed to hit theaters called Soul.
Mm-hmm.
It's about an African-American guy who was a jazz musician, and once he gets his big break, right before the show, he ends up dying. And it's about his struggle of his meaning in life and how his fight to try to make things not dead and work through the afterlife by guiding somebody else who is it's pretty like fucking heavy.
It's high
On the
level,
fa-
man. Yeah.
It's pretty heavy, like on a existential level of like what's the meaning of one's purpose and one's spark in life and all this other shit. But I agree with you, Tony, like 100%. Like I read a lot of reviews that were like, oh man, this really wasn't what we were hoping. You know, it really takes away from the African American experience. We finally got a lead in a Pixar movie and they fucked it up. I
How did
even
they
saw
fuck it up?
So real quick, as we're talking about this, I literally got a comment on Facebook or on YouTube. I'm not going to read it, but it's from Dr. Thugonomics. Looking forward to that later. So, Travis, go ahead, Phil.
No. So there's a lot of things, that
and then continues talking.
there's a lot of people are bitching a lot of things, like especially what you were talking about, Tony. But also, people were complaining that they didn't want Tina Fey's character to be that character. They would rather have his father be that character, which didn't make
appreciate
sense.
how
Wouldn't make
vague you're
sense.
being.
But it didn't make sense to me in that comment either, because they were like, they were arguing that it would make the movie more full, that his deceased father would have guided him through, this experience. But also, in my mind, Tina Fey's character is a lost soul who has no purpose, right?
So that's
has
the
no
thing.
spark.
That's the first question that you have to ask. And we're not really spoiling the movie, and I highly recommend everyone go check it out.
Sure.
So the 22, who's like the main soul, is voiced by Tina Fey. But does that make that character a white woman? Is the character of 22 a white woman? And some people say yes, some people say no.
So hold on. So since
They touch on it in the movie, yeah.
I have
Go ahead, Travis.
I have no recollection of this movie. Tina Fey is voicing a black character.
No.
Okay.
She's voicing a soul,
A
and
soul.
the souls in this
lost
movie.
soul.
Yeah, let me show you.
But people have a problem with Tina Fey voicing this soul
Well,
because of
they're-
why again?
Because they would rather have it be a. They didn't like the way that they used.
So stupid. You can't even fucking. You can't.
It really is. It really is, because like their argument is like, well, this should have been the character's father that guided them through the afterlife, but it
So
doesn't make
that's Tina
sense at that
Fey's-
point.
That's Tina Fey's character. The not the one in the hat and glasses, the other
Sure.
one.
Yeah, the other
The one in the hat and glasses is the black guy. It was Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Yeah,
I knew it was a black ghost
I
because of
don't-
the hat glasses.
Yeah, no, it totally.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Hey!
look at Tony.
I'm just kidding.
So,
I mean,
so guys, so this is serious. Let me say this. Like, well, it's not serious at all, but I'm being serious. So I did a video for it this week. Why am I? Yeah, I don't want to look at Travis. Fuck him. And I'm making the thumbnail. Man, I should put. I'm making the thumbnail.
God damn it.
I'm making the thumbnail for the video, and it's me in the middle, and then the black character next to me, and I was like, God damn it! He has the hat, the glasses,
The hat
a
glasses.
mustache. I was like,
Fucking yes.
really?
Yeah.
No, but when you
yeah,
touched
we-
on Tone, when you touched on like the literally like the Dez experience,
Oh, I love Dez.
I've been in those shops, man. That's how that that's how that works. Like you wait in line until your dude is ready.
It's just
Right?
I'm laughing because I forget, and a lot of people probably have never been in a black barber shop. Like, I get it. I'm like, yeah,
I
that's
have.
a shop. You know.
I have.
Oh, look at Travis here. You know.
No,
But
I have. Only
it's just-
because I worked with a guy at a firehouse that ran a black barber shop, and I'm bald, but I have, when I was off injured or on vacation, I'd always have a beard and I'd always have it trimmed up. I would always go to Seth Shanti's barbershop. And when a white dude, I'm telling you what, when a white dude, if you're a white dude, just this PSA real quick on the daily podcast here, the Daily Discourse. If you're a white dude and you walk into a black barber shop, you act like you're fucking black. You walk in that motherfucker like you own it. Like, hey, I'm here to get my beard trimmed, to get my fade on. It's all good. You don't fucking look at nobody in the eye for very long because
it ain't prison, Travis.
Bullshit. It ain't
We go to we've been to different barbershops.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
That's like barber shop.
Come, let me. I'll bring you, Travis. Man, it'll be cool. I promise.
Oh,
But
it's
real
cool.
quick,
No, it's super cool.
Since we're talking about it, I pulled up the picture. I was like, oh, these motherfuckers.
Oh my god, that is fantastic. That's the best thing I've seen in a long time. I want to watch
Right,
this
yeah.
movie now.
So
I didn't even want to
good
watch
that
this movie
Tone-
before. I've got to watch this
No,
movie.
it's good, man. It,
Right.
it really is.
We're gonna jump in. You know what? I'm fucking hungry. And
We gotta
Tony-
wait till Tony gets
hold
back.
on, hold on.
He'll
Hold on, hold
figure
on.
it
Wait, Tony's
He'll,
in
figure
beta.
it out. Go
Tony's in
live.
beta now.
listening to Almost Daily Discourse with your perfectly adequate hosts, Phil, Tony P, Charles, and here with today's topic is Mike.
What's going on, Trash Pandas? It's your boy. It's Mike. He's here. He's running this thing with Tony, with Phil, and our very special guest, that hot blazing D, Travis Jones.
The Blazing Dude.
Who?
The blazing D. Travis, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Yes, sir.
This is my first time getting to meet you, getting to talk with you, and I've been having a blast. Tell people where they can find you and what the hell you do on the internet.
So I host a show called Blazing Defender Comic Book Report on Facebook, Twitch, anywhere you can view a live stream podcast. Okay. It has been a comic book review show. I review comic books every week, but I'm kind of transitioning out of that. And it's going to be more like a format like what you see here on the Daily Discourse with
You
a
liked it so
round
much,
table.
you're just going to steal it?
What's that?
I said you liked it so much, you're just going to steal it?
Yeah. No, I'm just going to steal this because
That's called
I've had such a
podcasting,
good time
dude.
tonight. I'm going to steal your format. No, I've been fucking doing this kind of format. Y'all stole from me, goddammit.
Please, we all both stole from the View, and you know it.
He was actually on one of the first episodes I had. The Blazing Defender assembles,
And
we had a great
downhill from
time.
there. All downhill.
Yeah. That's the reason I haven't did many shows since Tony was on because they just suck.
If you need me to come back, just let me know.
Tony's going to be a regular just after the night. Beard Bros, strong man.
Beard Bros, Beard Bros.
But I'm a big comic book fan, as you can see, and so there it's going to be always comic centric. The topics are going to be always comic book related. The next one I have is probably going to be after the first of the year, and it's we're going to be talking about the Wonder Woman 1984 movie and the state of DCEU going forward. So it's going to be something that a lot of people are going to have an opinion about. And I love it. I love it. When the chat comes in, the chat is always my co-host. You guys are always my co-host. You drive a lot of my show. So please tune in to Blazing Defender Report / Twitch TV. Love to have you guys and hear your opinions. But hey, guys,
close enough to
honestly,
how URLs work. That's fine. Blazing Defender / Twitch.
but thank you guys so much for having me on tonight. I've had a ball, really have.
No, it's been
fucking
awesome having you.
Funny enough, I tossed the idea around. I was like, should we talk Wonder Woman? And they're like, it's kind of soon. Let's give it some time. I was like, all right. Because I knew, I was like, Travis can do that. But you need an hour for that. These little 30-minute segments couldn't
Are you
handle
sure? You
Travis
just
and
need
Wonder
an
Woman.
hour, not 2.5 hours or 2 hours
Maybe
and 40
2 and
minutes?
3/4. Yeah,
format. I may be a
You know.
long format.
You know, maybe longer than The Godfather Part 2, or maybe even, as
You
my
could've
friend
watched
once
Wonder Woman
said,
twice.
Shawshank Redemption.
So, Phil, I'm glad you brought that up because today's topic is what are you chasing? Stop it. What are you chasing in 2021? Personally, I'm chasing the end of Wonder Woman. I know it's out there somewhere. At some point, I'll find it over the next 365 days.
That's fantastic.
What about y'all? What are you chasing in 2021? Like 2020, like Phil mentioned earlier in the show, a couple episodes ago, if you're listening on the podcast, like 2020 was fucking and now we're moving into a new year. I know viruses are bad at calendars, so they probably don't know that it's over. But once it is, what are y'all hunting for in 2021?
Tang? Can we say that? Is that Travis?
Yeah, you could.
This guy gets it.
You just
What did you say?
mix up some orange drink, Tony?
Tang. Yeah. The NASA
Tang.
drink. It's hard to find.
Not in Kentucky. It's like a staple here. Like you could find bottled water harder than it is to find Tang. Like
Yeah,
Tang,
if you're
I'm-
trying,
I'm-
if
I got
you're
it in my
trying,
mailbox. I guarantee you, there's a bottle of Tang in my mailbox right now.
Tony
I
P,
did it like
if you're
Homer.
trying to get lucky, you got to go to Kentucky.
Obviously. So I'll
Good
kick
night,
it off.
everyone.
Kick it off.
Hey, Phil, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to tip your servers. we've talked about New Year's resolutions on the show. And as Mike mentioned, 2020, although mostly bad, had some good. But for me, obviously, I want to continue what I'm doing. So my content creation, I want to keep that ball rolling, but a new ball to juggle as I'm rolling them. I got mixed up in my analogies. Is to find I'm looking for a new career path. I mentioned previously, I'm leaving my previous company. Fortunately, they gave me some money to do so. So I have time on my hands. But it's a crazy opportunity that a few months ago, I had no idea I would be in, to basically change the course of my ship and what I want to do, and how I go about it. And with that, very well may come a physical move, a relocation. So,
Hell yeah.
there's two really big elements in there that will certainly be the focus of the first few months of my year. Hopefully not more, but you never know. But that'll be a major focus of my 2021, is a new career and possibly a new place to live.
Wow.
Is there anything specifically about what you're looking for that you might want to put out into the universe in case one of our listeners or one of us hears about it? Should we be looking for something for our dear friend Tony P?
I really appreciate that T there. However, in that setup, that dunk. However, in a previous episode, I already mentioned playing Call of Duty on the clock, so I might have already shot myself in the foot. That was a different situation. That has nothing to do with what my current job. I would not play Call of Duty. Just but honestly, man, I'm looking to. I think I would like to be a trainer. Not like a gym trainer. Like I'm going to show.
I was going to say Travis. He's got
a corporate trainer, a public speaker, things of that nature.
No, but
is kind of what I'm looking into.
Travis could use some help because since he's gone on
so
retirement,
soft.
he's doughy as
ridiculous.
a motherfucker.
Look, I wasn't going to say it, but like he's got to be pushing another 20, 30 than like those pictures Charles showed us.
Well, that's the thing. Like he has that beard because it covers up his Santa cheeks really fucking well. Like he's rosy as a motherfucker.
It's COVID weight, man. The COVID 10, like the COVID 30.
You retired 2 years before COVID, Travis. How long are you going to let this goddamn go on?
I don't know. It's so fucking bad.
Real quick in the chat,
I'm going to hire you. You have a new job for 2021. You're my life coach.
A Pokemon trainer.
I'm not opposed to that. I'm open to any opportunities. Have your people call my people. We'll talk salary. We'll talk starting time.
Call your people when I said you're my life coach.
I'm good with that.
Actually,
Stealth King,
Tony,
I real quick. I'm sorry. Stealth King gave me the reassurance that nobody that would hire me listens to this show, so I'm good there. But you were saying
a week ago. We ain't listening to his ass. God damn it, Stealth King. You just get home safe. Damn it.
So, Tony, what I was going to say a second ago about the Pokemon trainer is I know a guy. I heard a show recently.
I know it's your segment, but I'm about to remove you from fucking StreamYard.
So I heard this dude Tone Chan on a show that I listened to called Ask the Pokedexpert, which you can find on Twitch and Anchor, called Ask the Pokedexpert. Apparently, there are like Pokemon experts out there, and this guy Tone Chan hopped on. And Tony, he sounds like he's got some really good thoughts. So, like, you should hit him up.
I would also hope that, to Stealth King's point, anybody that would look to hire me doesn't listen to that either. And last thing I'll say, BML makes a good point. It is a tough industry to get into, considering you got to be the very best.
That's fantastic.
Tony, I am so excited for your 2021 because the quality of video that you've been putting out, like recently as compared to like when you first hopped back into the YouTube kind of sphere, is just like so far beyond where you were at. And so like having a full day to devote to that shit instead of like, oh shit, okay, I got to do my regular job and then like hop into this. Like, I'm so stoked to see what happens. So
I might even do 2 videos.
shut up.
What? Fuck off. Fuck off, you
We got
liar.
a badass over here.
All right. Oh shit. What about you, Phil?
Don't Kermit sip your fucking water. Well, here's the thing. When 2020 started going really awesome, I started smoking again. And it's been a crutch in my goddamn lung that I'm still smoking. I've tried quitting.
Trying to hit 2 or 3 packs this year?
Well, here's the realistic thing is like I've tried quitting like I normally do. It's not working. So once this new year starts off, I'm booking an appointment with the doctor to kind of get on Chantix like I have in the long ago to kind of kick the habit again.
That worked for you?
It did. It really did. Like a couple years ago, like fucking 10 years ago, when I quit pretty hard, it was with being on medication to stop doing that. I realized that me, cold turkeying has not worked this year. I've tried it so hard. I've gone, a week with it, but then something very minuscule would happen in my life. Sure. It's just like, well, there's my friend. There's my pack of cigarettes that I can do to kind of slip away from the world.
Yeah.
So it's not a New Year's resolution because it's not going to happen overnight. But once I kind of level everything out, just making that call to the doctor saying, hey man, I need an appointment and let's talk about this and let's fucking do this and start moving forward.
Can I give you just a fucking
100%,
snippet of advice? Like, and I don't even like even saying that word. It's not even advice. I'm just going to talk to you like you're my buddy because you are my buddy. So like, being goal oriented is a big thing, right? So what you do is whatever date your doctor's appointment's on, don't make it that date. Okay. What you do is you take another 2 days, 3 days, a week, whatever you think you need. Okay. And you make it that date and you tell yourself, you make a deal with yourself that date. Okay. Whether it's January 20th or whatever it is. And you say, all right, this is it. I'm going to start my journey here. Or I'm going to go cold turkey here or whatever, but you create a plan. You fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
so,
and I get that. And in years past, hitting that date like this is it,
well,
and then going forward has worked. Yeah, but it hasn't.
But those were years that weren't 2020.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I get that, but I completely understand what you're saying. Also, Trav, it's just like
hold yourself accountable. That's just it. You know what I mean? And, no one else is our hardest critic but ourselves.
Of course, like, and there's nothing worse.
I'm going to think you're a piece of shit if you don't stop quitting. But you don't care about me,
Trav. Yeah, you think that no matter what I do, Travis, like that's our relationship. Fuck you, fuck me. Let's fuck each other. Like,
hey, brother, let me tell you something. No shit. Whatever you need from me on this journey that you're going to go through, because my wife went through it and I know how hard it is.
$30,000.
You fucking know. You know what you fucking need, dude.
I think that's awesome. Seriously, Travis, that is so dope that I'm going to take you up on it. And if you need anything from Travis, you let me know and I'll relay it to him.
60,000. No. No. But Trav,
if you need anything, and I will leave you on red for weeks, dog. I got you.
Get out of here, wisdom. But no, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Trav. I really do, because it's really easy to go get gas, right? Go in, get a thing of unsweetened tea and a pack of cigarettes. Like it's just built into my fucking year right now. But I realize now, like, just fucking make different steps that aren't working.
Dude, I would die if I got gas and I had to go inside and see people.
Well,
that's
I know
the only reason I have gas in my car is because I don't have to be bothered. Like I can just,
Sure.
I don't
but if you're standing outside in the cold, filling up your gas tank, what else are you doing if not smoking a butt?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I want the kids like that get
So-
Gatorade
so-
to think I'm cool, so I might as well just smoke this
So
blunt out here.
let me pivot real quick to a Dragon Con story for some of the people in the chat that may not know this. So I'm at Dragon Con. It's my second year. I'm still kind of a noob, right? I'm staying at the botched house, which was
Oh no.
holy shit.
It's
By the
it's
way.
like what are they called? The people
Rite of
that do the
passage.
tattoos, scratchers. It was a scratcher.
No.
It's a halfway house.
It was more,
Tony.
it was more like
Shit,
it was more
Shanda
like
Panda was on the kitchen table getting a tattoo.
no,
crazy.
It was more like I seen a dude going to the bathroom. I went, "Hey man, didn't I see you on the Bang Bros video earlier?" All right, man. Well, I'll talk to you later. I mean, it was a fucking shit show.
Yeah,
I'm
but I got
trying
paid
to
for
sleep
it.
by Kurt.
It was a
And
requiem for a dream.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was way worse. Oh, I would have loved to have been in that house.
Requiem for a
Yeah.
stream. Requiem for a stream. Oh my god. I gotta
Take him
go.
off the show.
Well, he had to go anyway, so it worked out.
So Phil wakes me up as I'm trying to sleep beside Kurt, which anybody's ever tried to sleep beside Kurt, good fucking
You don't
luck.
sleep.
I could sleep in Afghanistan with mortar fire 5 feet away from me better than I could sleep beside Kurt.
Well, the problem is like
Phil-
Kurt just keeps hitting you with that little boner, like in the back of your leg where you're trying to sleep, and it's like, dude.
Hey, a little boner probably wouldn't have woke me up, but a thunderstorm in my ear every breath that he took did. So,
Like,
so
when it comes to hot gravy, you take the good with the bad.
yeah,
That's
hey,
right.
hot gravy is hot gravy, dog.
Yeah, but
you know what
hot
I'm
gravy
saying?
wouldn't wake the blazing D up. So
So, but Phil feels like I'm asleep and feels like, I'm like, what? And Phil goes, "Hey, do you have cigars?" And I went, "Yes." He went, "You want to smoke a cigar?" And I went, "Yeah." And it was like 4 in the fucking morning. And
I was
all
just
had
getting
was
home, Trav.
fucking
I was just getting home.
hog dick cigars. That's all I smoke anyway. And like we're on this balcony at fucking 4 in the morning, smoking these huge cigars are gonna take like a fucking hour and a half. And I'm like, holy shit. Dennis is like, why are you so
Gotta go get
tired?
breakfast.
You know, it's like my mom. And I'm like, God damn it, fucking Phil kept me up smoking cigars.
The
So,
problem
anyway.
was that Phil like ripped through that hour and a half cigar in like 14 minutes, and he's like,
Oh,
"Come
he
on!"
hotboxed it. He was hotboxing it. I'm like, Phil, what are
Inside
you
my
doing?
T-shirt. I kept my shirt up, so no, but oh God, I wish that story was fake. But you're right.
It's not fake at all.
You're right. Like a drunk puppy, just fucking hitting him on the cheek
Like
with
it.
my boner till he woke up.
I don't mind someone asking for something that I have. Cool. I'm not a fan of someone waking me up, but I'll survive. But don't wake me up to ask me for something that I have. Like, so you're waking me up to take my stuff? Like, dude, just take it next time. We'll
but
deal
he-
with it in the morning.
But
They
how
shared
fucking
it.
for mine, I was like, he's like, "You want to smoke a cigar?" Like he asked me at least. You know, I could have been like,
I
dead.
asked nicely.
He was
yeah.
very nice about it.
I
very
fucking
polite at
curtsied,
4:30
Tony,
in the
like-
morning. He
Excuse
was like,
me.
"Hey man,
Pardon
you
me,
wanna smoke a
Travis.
cigar?" And I'm
Pardon me.
"Yeah." Like, are you kidding me? Am I alive, motherfucker? I want to smoke a cigar. Good
I
time,
feel-
Phil.
Yeah,
Good time,
very
buddy.
good. And I hope to
Travis.
have those good times at DragonCon 2021, Travis.
Yes, brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely. My
What are
promise.
you chasing in 2021, Travis? Yeah, you.
What do I want in 2021? What am I chasing?
Yep. Whatever it means to you, man. Like, what are you after in this next year?
Dude. A tad bit of normalcy. I want to go to a concert. Me and my wife love going to concerts and festivals. I want to go to a concert and buy an overpriced beer. I'm social. We're both social. So I want to be social again. And I want to see people's fucking faces. And it's the election, the pandemic, I feel like the country is more divided now than it's ever been.
I disagree.
I've
No,
been
I'm
lying. What's that?
kidding.
Proud
I
Boys.
disagree.
Proud Boys.
Disagree.
You disagree?
It was
it's funny. I was doing a
he was
bit.
playing
Yeah.
into the
Oh,
bit.
you're doing a bit. Oh yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
I got it, Tony, but I also haven't been drinking Trulies all night. So like,
Right.
don't
Or-
judge
or-
us, you fucking asshole.
134. But that's another thing, you know. I miss going to bars, like, and you know, just hanging out with my buddies. And we talked earlier on a show where we were talking about me retiring, you know, my retirement party. You know, it was kind of like, it's going to sound weird, but it was kind of going to be like closure for me.
Sure. No, 100%,
With
100%.
all my brothers that, you know, that I've worked with and served with, and you know, and I haven't got to have that. So there's still part of me that is there.
But
It's
What-
not
hold
quite
on.
the same. Oh, go ahead, Phil.
That-
wouldn't the most Travis thing to do is once everything is lifted to declare that it's party time for Travis?
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
They're
100%.
saying 2021 is going to be the Roaring 20s. Like we're going to make up for
Yeah.
it.
Hey, and I'm
Yeah.
with that, man. Right? And I agree with you, Tony. I think there's I don't want to say contingent, but I think there's a movement, maybe, right? Of people that are like, we're bottled up, and I think, you know, that's where a lot of this angst and anxiousness and animosity, maybe even is a word, that has come from. That, you know, we've all been bottled up and everybody's pissed off, and you know, it's because of the situation we've been put in. You know, we're trying to do it for the right reasons, right? You know, like trying to keep people safe and everything, you know, regardless how you feel. But
so
yeah,
I guess
like,
we should make hardcore punk shows mandatory. When the
yes.
and just everybody punch their anger out, and then once you knock, you know, a
shit,
lady out, you pick her right
motherfucker.
off the floor, and she knocks you out. It's gonna be a good time.
Good
I mean,
time.
Swan in chat recommended swing dancing. We can do that. We don't have
No.
to
yo,
beat up
first
women.
stage dive I get to take. Like I cannot fucking.
So Mike,
wait.
so just for this, let the chat and people that are listening to audio know that, like, this is the first time I've been on a show. I've never met Mike before. I've met Tony, and of course I know Phil. I've never met Mike. So Mike, you're in a band, I take it? I've
No,
caught
I
some
just
of the
I'm just so. Other people spend their money on.
Poser is the
Yeah,
word.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they buy things, and I go to shows like
Okay.
probably 4 or 5 nights a week. It, like, used to be like we would be going out. Like, I live in Austin, Texas, and so
oh,
there
nice. Yes.
there are like 15 shows a night, right?
Yeah, man.
During the real world,
Right.
and, like,
Right.
So you basically have your pick, and
Yeah.
so
So real quick to piggyback on you, I'm in Louisville, Kentucky.
okay.
So Playboy magazine just did an article a couple weeks ago. I read it for the articles, by the way. You know, Louisville and Austin, and I believe it was London, were like the 3 hotbeds in the world for new
COVID.
music.
For COVID.
For COVID, yeah, of course, duh, because we go to shows. No,
but
for
seriously,
live
it's Georgia. No big
so
deal.
Right.
like, yeah, man, like when, yeah, I'm right with you, man. Like, I know Austin's a huge town for new music, and so is Louisville.
and so
I
it
worked
just-
in a music hall
that to
for
me is like
10
number
years.
one thing, right? I also currently have a wedding still planned for June.
But that's
And-
in
Good.
but the geez, they don't let us in.
Right, because it's in Canada. And so like
Not
You live in
yet.
Canada? Wait a minute.
No,
Hold
the wedding's in Canada.
Because your wife's from Canada.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, you know.
Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about.
but no, so
Jeez.
You should
Uh,
see her
everybody on
maple
the-
dress. It's so pretty.
everybody on the show has heard the story a million times, but like our first date was in Montreal. And like we love travel. And so we were like, fuck it, let's get married in Montreal. Is like the short version of that.
So we're not coming off that. They're Kruggles. We can't come off. We can't come off Canada.
Canada's not
because of the
allowing
pandemic.
people to come in from the U.S. Like it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
blocked.
I won't I don't want to get married not in Canada.
Gotcha.
I like that's entirely us who we are as travel people. Like
Okay, good.
if we have to wait, we fucking have to wait.
Yeah,
whatever.
wait. Yeah,
like
fuck it. Who cares?
and so that's what I'm chasing right now is like a June wedding.
the second time you get married, you can be in Austin. It's no big deal. I'm just
So, oh God. One time I turned down a friend's wedding. I was like, bud, I'm not coming to this one. I promise I'll be at the next one. He got divorced.
Hey man, that was
go to the next one.
that was really rude of you to tell me that, bud. I mean, how dare you?
But
What happened?
but he'll be at the next one. He
Yeah.
will.
Yeah, I hope so.
Fucking have to be, I promised.
Yeah.
So I want to go back, Travis, yours, and it's not quite the same, but it's in a similar vein. You know, you ended a long career. You couldn't have your wrap up, if you will. My company, again, they offered what do they call it? Separation packages for a lot of people, and myself included. I'm taking it, but it's just tomorrow's the last day, and people are just gone. Like they posted on Facebook, all right, see you later. But there's no retirement parties. There's no, you know, corporate world is all about some cake and punch
A
and
happy
something.
hour.
Dude, there's nothing. And that was the strangest thing.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, people are just one day going to be there and the next day not.
Right.
You know, and it's just a weird feeling. I don't necessarily need the celebration, but there's people I haven't seen in a year. I don't even get to say goodbye to. I didn't get to make the rounds. There's other people that are legitimately retiring that I would have loved to have celebrated.
Yes.
Just none of it's happening. So it's weird, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we got to keep a list, right? And so everybody that retires from the fire department, everybody that retires from where you were at, everybody that left like my company, like once restrictions are lifted, fucking this is for you, right?
Oh my
and
God. Yes.
just throw it out.
I'll just say I'm getting a dragon. Assuming we go, I'm getting a dragon con on like Monday. I'm just like, I can't wait. We gotta do this.
Yeah, for sure. And I will too. And I've never
It
done
starts
that.
on Wednesday, you asshole.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and it's again, like I said, you know, I love concerts. Me and my wife love concerts. I used to bitch about a $12 beer. I won't no more. You know what I mean? Like, so
you will, but you'll get it.
Nah,
but the thing is, right? I mean, we've talked about this on this fucking show before. Like, I'm with Tony. Nope, I'm never with Tony. I'm with Travis
What?
because
We've never talked about that.
because we don't know if these venues are going to survive this fucking lockdown, right? And they make their profit on either food or alcohol that they're serving. So like the bands at least can still make money by doing virtual concerts. These venues that I love and I would love to support, they got nothing right now.
Right. Exactly.
And Trav, you are completely right. Like, I miss going to fucking shows.
Sure,
I
man.
miss it. I miss it so much. The atmosphere, Mike, getting into the actual fucking GE and just fucking throwing bows and getting weird. Yeah, it's a Simon and Garfunkel fucking show, but I'm still throwing bows in the pit.
Right.
I
Those
give
kids are
no
gonna hold
fucks.
you up, man.
Yeah, man.
Dude, you
They got
started
all
a
those
pit.
reconstructed hips and knees. You're all set.
Yeah, it's a shady.
You started a pit at Steam Powered Giraffe. I was like, how is this going to happen? And you made it happen.
Not to caveat off what Phil says and be more dark. It's so like you have another generation coming up, right? And you know, it kind of goes back to what I was talking about the I don't even want to say teen suicide. It's more like adolescent suicide. You've got a whole another generation that's coming up. So Ed Lee, and I don't know if you all know who Ed Lee is. You Google him. He's like one of the top chefs in the world. He's here in Louisville, Kentucky. He's at 1816 Magnolia. It's the only 5-star restaurant in Kentucky. I consider him a friend. Him and Darnell Burton are both friends of mine. They're both 5-star chefs here. And we were talking one night, and it was they gave me a perspective that I hadn't really looked at. And they're like, yeah, man. So the restaurant industry is probably never going to recover from this. And this is why. it's not because the restaurants are going to go under, because that's going to fucking happen. It's happening now. That's we're past that point. It's the next generation of chefs and people creating food and innovating food and innovating the restaurant experience. They're going to go another way because they've seen what something like this will do to the industry. You know, and like if you're a parent and you have a child that wants to go to culinary school because his dream was to be a chef, what are you doing if you're a responsible parent? You might be persuading them to go another direction if they're smart. Hey, be a lawyer,
That makes sense,
be a
but that
podcaster. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Perfectly logical, but it didn't stop anyone from going to art school. So,
Oh, come on. I made it 3 semesters.
Nothing ever stops people from going to art school.
The drugs are good and they're cheap.
Because you can art in your basements. You know what I mean? You don't have to have people to buy your art at first.
I need somebody to tell me that my art is not good enough. Where can I do that?
I think it's a good call, and like I'm trying to play it cool. You like saying Ed Lee is like a huge fucking deal to me, and so I'm trying to play that super cool and just like push it to the side and be like, oh yeah,
so you know who
I'm gonna live life like whatever, like that's cool. Cool.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get a check. You're gonna get a check
like 2 minutes down the street from me.
I also think it's important that we call out, right? Like other countries aren't going to have that problem because of the way that they handled this.
Sure.
And so I don't know about food as a culture, but certainly in America.
Absolutely. For sure.
And so I think, and that kind of like opens up the next thing for me, like as a travel person, I'm chasing a trip, man. I want to sit in a middle fucking seat.
Yes.
Between Tony and Charles for an 8-hour flight to fucking like London or somewhere. Anywhere.
Yes.
Oh my God. I want to get my bag. Like I want to get to my destination and they've lost my bag. And I want to be standing in front of like a luggage claim and be like, what the fuck am I going to do? I need my jacket.
I'm gonna save this episode because the first day you're like, man, I had a middle seat. I'm be like, no, you asked for this, sir. I'll have it on a tape recorder for some weird reason.
Yeah. Talk boy.
Yeah.
Talk boy. Yeah, but also like if they lose your luggage, Mike, you wear a children's medium. Like you can just go to Target and get clothes.
Oshkosh, please.
I'm pretty sure you still fit into like children's Animal Cross print underwear. Like that's how fucking tiny you are.
Garanimals.
Garanimals. That's how I know they match.
Alligator,
baby.
Alligator. Your boy's wearing cheetah today. What's up? I think
to bring it really to a crashing halt. I've been in the middle of a divorce right now. And things are starting to open back up, and conversations between me and my kid's mother are talking about progression, right?
Good.
Talking about how we're gonna do, all these things once we enter a new chapter into our relationship, and things were going that way, and then COVID happened. And everything clammed up rightfully because, we need to kind of just focus on the kids' development and keeping things kind of safe and played by, week by week. But now that things are starting to open back up, we're both ready. I
feel like kids have been, and I don't have any. So, speaking out of my ass, so to speak. Well, yeah, right. Yeah, no shit. Trust me. I know me, and I knew me a long time ago. And I thought,
look how ugly he is, and imagine if a fucking goblin came out of him.
Yeah, but Charles's kids turned out okay. So
yeah, they did.
But
they really did.
Yeah,
I mean that's an uphill battle, man. Jesus.
But I'm still waiting for the fucking the 23andMe on all those kids.
I feel like kids have suffered the most in all of this shit. Like adults have suffered, of course, but we're fucking adults. Fucking man up, cowboy up, ranger up. and you get
we
fucking through with it.
understand the severity of the situation.
Absolutely.
You
Kids
know?
do not. Kids have no fucking clue about the severity of the situation, especially this generation coming up. I mean, like, you know, I don't know when getting the millennium talk and all that shit. Like, kids are given a lot now that we weren't given as kids. But you know, they don't understand.
Calm down, Grandpa. I am a millennial.
Yeah, same.
Jesus Christ, Grandpa. I am a millennial.
Oh, I'm the old guy now on the show, ain't I? Shit.
So
Jesus
I'm still here.
Christ.
I'm still here.
Why don't you
Oh,
fucking
you're still there. Oh, Tony's here.
shake your fist at the clouds? Why don't you? God damn.
And I will
Everybody's
say,
a millennial. That kid born yesterday, millennial.
Fucking millennials.
the young kids that we see, like Steph and I just started going back to the gym, started going to the climbing gym again, and like
Doesn't show. But
the kids,
continue.
look at these, man. It shows these didn't exist. Go back and check the tape.
Hey, look at these. I just bought those headphones. I didn't have them before I started going to the gym.
But
Did
so,
you see my wrapped presents behind me? Like when I started going to the gym, Jim is my rapper. He wrapped all these pictures behind me.
He's a good guy. Highly recommended. Next time you're in Austin, need something wrapped, hit up my buddy Jim. But,
Jim's
like,
rapping.
the kids are the ones that have no fucking problem putting on a mask, doing their shit,
Right.
working hard, like climbing so much harder than like I can. And I'm like, meanwhile, I'm wearing my mask and dying behind it, right? And like I see so many people like taking them off to breathe and shit. And I'm like,
Sure, because it's normality,
never
right?
did.
Like
Right.
it's normal to them.
kids
So
adjust
my
so
question
fast.
to you is though, so you know, you knew how we grew up. Okay, we didn't grow up with this shit. They're growing up with this. So what is going to be the drawback, the payback for them being more or less social, growing up in a pandemic where everything is zoomed, it's online, they're not even going to fucking school and shit. You know what I mean? Like I see what you're saying, and it's actually you know, we were talking about this earlier in one of the earlier shows, like a silver lining, you know, in the pandemic, you know, where we're trying to look at the positive things of what's called, like we have family time now, people are eating at home, families are starting to cook and all this shit. And now you're saying, you know, well, you know, the kids are, you know, they're not having a problem with it. I really don't agree with that. I feel like they don't know that they're having a problem with it.
I think if we try to make things the way they always were, then yeah, they're going to have a problem.
Oh, right.
Like, they shouldn't be, and we shouldn't, right?
They
Like,
shouldn't be. We should. What do you mean?
I think things should always be. We should always be trying to be better than we were before. Then the shit that we had to put up with, like our kids shouldn't have to put up with that.
Absolutely. I
And
totally
so,
agree.
like, I am always an optimist here, because I'm that's just who I am.
Sure.
And so, like,
That's fantastic.
what
I'm
I
always
hope
a pessimist, so I need friends. I need friends that are optimists.
what I hope for is that folks are like, the next time there's a pandemic, kids are just like, oh yeah, of course, you put on your fucking mask and like you do your shit.
But also,
like,
Trav, I understand what you're saying, but I also would hope that this isn't going to be lasting more than what we've already gone through.
I agree.
So,
Totally
so if you look at somebody's batting average for 1 year and they had a really solid year,
It's a
that
great
doesn't
analogy.
it doesn't really fucking
Totally agree.
affect their career stats.
Yes.
And now look, I hope that's how this goes. I can't say that, but if things keep going on, yeah, then I'm gonna have to agree with you, Travis, and then analyze what's going on around us.
So to your point, it's a fantastic point, and I agree, and I really, really hope you're right. Okay, so you have last year's class, which, you know, I'm going to be a teacher. You know, we all laughed about that earlier. Been a teacher since '99.
I'm still laughing about it now.
Yeah, you should be. Yeah, I still laugh about it. Are you kidding me? It's crazy. And they're still like, hey, you're coming back, right? You're coming back. I'm like, yeah, it's so crazy that you're even asking me. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
now my parole's not done yet. I still got 5 more
I'm
years
not off
of
those
this work
charges yet,
release.
lady. So you already have one class of seniors that didn't get ring dance, they didn't get prom, they didn't get graduation, they didn't get any of that shit. Okay. And now we're in a society that we fucking celebrate everything. Like if you graduate fucking third grade, you get a goddamn party. We didn't get goddamn parties. Okay. But that's whatever. That's not happening now.
Those kids didn't ask for parties, by the way.
No, they didn't. No, absolutely. The children in any of the shit I talk about, the children are always innocent in this. Okay, they're always innocent in this. It's us that have fucked it up. Okay, I'm old school. My dad was old school. I grew up old school. It's fine. I'm not saying that's the way. Like I'm not Mandalorian and shit.
But this is the way.
If I was, my dad was the watch. You know, like I was a fucking Mandalorian from the fucking watch. But what I'm saying is that. So yes, you're right. And there's a vaccine. We're going to get 80,000. I was still on the e-board for our union. We're going to get 83,000 doses of the vaccine for first responders. Okay. So, school's not getting back anytime soon here in Kentucky. All right. So we're people want 2021 to be better. It's probably not going to trend that way, the way people want to. I hope it does. I want to be the optimist, Mike. I want to be the optimist in this, but I'm always a realist. And I feel like that's the realistic approach to this, is that things aren't going to be back to normal anytime soon, to where our children are not affected in some form or fashion. Do you see?
Yeah,
do you see
anybody that goes through it is affected for sure. I think the hopeful, like I'm hopeful that the positives will outweigh the negatives here. Like missing a graduation, I have no idea what that would feel like. Right? I got to have a graduation.
Me too.
I had bands play. Like we had a show.
I didn't want to go
You
to
didn't
my
graduate?
school graduation.
We know, Tony. You didn't have to tell him.
I have a master's degree, so I had 3 out of high school, undergrad, and master's graduation. I honestly didn't want to go to any of them.
Yeah, but
I have a
Tony,
master's degree and I didn't walk. And my mother was furious with me.
I went for my parents. Totally.
You don't like getting gas. Like that's too much interaction with the public. Like so, you ain't bragging. Like stop. Stop trying to dunk about I don't want to be there. Tony, you don't want to be anywhere.
I got my
PhD.
Good.
I got the degree. They're gonna, they don't hand it to you there.
Yeah,
So
I was like, Mom, it's going to get mailed to me anyway. And I gave it to her for her birthday present that year. I was like, here you go.
Wow.
Your birthday present was $50,000. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was an athlete, so I was on scholarship. That's another podcast.
With a body like that, well, yeah, right. Fucking
Liar.
team over there. Chess team, fucking
But no,
scholarship.
I tell you what, you guys make a great point, a great argument. Not that I was ever arguing with you about things trending towards the better, and I believe you, and I really think that they are to a certain extent. This was a great topic, by the way, Mike. What are you looking forward to? And it's like we all joked about it in the beginning, right? Then it's gotten like really serious in the last half hour. Like we're
Welcome
all
to
like,
the show, man.
Welcome to Mike's segments.
yeah, man, they're deep, man.
They're always downtrending.
Love it.
No,
Love it, man. It makes you think. You know what I mean?
That's right.
What dystopian future do you wish you were in?
Yeah, that was a bad one.
What are you going to be listening to when the world comes to an end? What's your soundtrack during the apocalypse?
Ooh.
Hold on, save that topic. Put that in the show notes.
I'm putting that in my back pocket. And if there's other topics that the chat wants to hear, go ahead and give those to us because we love using y'all's.
When the rapture hits and you're left behind, what game will you be playing for eternity?
What unpopular opinion will you have about the game you're playing?
Right, exactly. Like, get fucked. Everybody's got fucking shitty topics now and then. But yeah, no, I think some sort of fucking like stability and like some sort of like, can we culturally agree on what the truth is for a little bit about anything?
Sure.
Please, is
Sure.
what I'm
Asking
most chasing in 2021.
asking for a bit much there, buddy.
Sure.
Just like,
Yeah, no,
can we
no.
all agree on one fucking
Yes,
thing, right?
I agree with that
Just
for
one.
sure.
Chicken
Like,
wings
and
are
I
dope.
think this panel, I'm the far right guy or the further right guy on this panel, which is fine. But it's we all, every one of us wants the same thing. We want the same thing of our government, with the same thing of our society, with the same thing out of our neighborhoods, our culture. We all want the same things, regardless of how we feel, how we vote. It's the same thing. That doesn't change. Anybody that I talk to, and I know they may have other political ties or beliefs than me, we all want the same thing.
Tater
And
tots. I know, man.
Right.
Fuck.
Yes. Tit, tats, and tots. It's all we want.
Coming in 2021 from Travis Jones.
Other than tits, tats, and tots, Mike, what do you love?
I love the U.S. Postal Service, Phil.
Oh,
Thank you
fuck
so
off.
much for asking me.
Yes.
Hold on, like Ben Gibbard and like
No. Fireworks, put those away, Tony.
What was that?
That's
That
not
was
even
a
the
cool thing.
USPS
Just
website.
talk through it. If you're a professional, you just talk through it. Just keep it going. Don't
Keep it
halt
going.
the show. Skirt! Wait a minute, everybody.
Oh my
Have
god.
you
Come
met
on,
Mike?
Burgundy.
So listen, I'm just trying to say that the U.S. Postal Service put in fucking work this year for all of us. They did so much delivery through like the shittiest situations, like volume that they've never seen before. Like, y'all, I love the Postal Service. I don't care that I just got like all of my Christmas presents today. The fact that I got them at all is fucking sick as hell. Like, oh my God. I felt like 2020 was that gif of the package that's like rolling this way, like down the escalator as it goes up. And like, that's the post office. They got that shit to me. Like, despite the fact that it wasn't going to go anywhere. Like, I just love the Postal Service. I hope everybody's sending packages and letters and staying in touch for as like however they can. Send us a letter. I don't know whose house. You know what? Send it to that scratch house in Louisville.
2236 Portland Avenue, Louisville, Kentucky, 40215.
Shoot it on over there. Address it to almost.
Stickly.
Address it to Charles McFall. They'll know what to do with it. Hit us up, almostdailypod@gmail.com. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter. Hit us up on Twitter. I know we don't use social media for much, but someone made us an Instagram. And so I would love for people to follow that Instagram on the off chance that anything ever gets posted. I check it every day.
Let me say this. Sorry to interrupt.
No.
We are working towards doing better with that. We have some plans.
Somebody fucking posted
there's some
on
newness,
the Instagram.
some newness coming from our social media.
What the fuck?
Someone posted
Oh my God, that's
a
Charles.
photo.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you chest pains. Hashtag EMT life.
Oh my God. What the fuck is that? I feel like it's one of the Moondogs from the WWE.
He does. He looks like if Kane had his mask removed, but then went through a forest fire. Like, what an ugly
And
son
a
of a bitch.
gender transformation.
Oh my God.
Oh, is that China? No, that's Charles McFall.
Whoever is doing this, I changed my show the love to you.
Oh my god.
Holy
I have
shit.
a question. So when you have three little chin spots, do you like brush them individually? How do you groom that? What do you do with that?
So I've only
Is it like
done
brush,
the
brush,
over
brush?
under.
Brush.
It's a great question, Tony.
It's like
Men
if
that have beards, you don't
Wolverine,
know.
if Wolverine had hair on his claws and just hit his chin when he went by. What a fucking
Schnick.
piece of shit.
Schnick,
Oh
schnick.
my God. Well, so that's the show. You can follow me specifically at FutureX Skeleton on Twitter. Thank you all so much for being with us. Fuck. Charles. Oh my God.
Damn, Mike. That was a bomb. That was a bomb, brother.
Oh God.
I don't even know what to say.
What a
There's nothing to
stupid
say.
asshole.
I'm aroused and grotesque at the same time.
So I got a question. What Korn album is he listening to as that picture was taken?
Dude, it's got to be Follow the
Korn?
Leader because
I was
Really?
thinking Fallout Boy.
trying to be.
Oh no, dude, that feels like a Life is Peachy kind of pose. Like
Bitches.
you can't see, but he's got like Pumas on. He's got his arms crossed.
Zubaz pants.
It's got to be the Adidas track pants that Jonathan Davis like never
Oh,
took off.
yeah, that's
for
right,
the
right.
entirety of the 90s.
Life is Peachy is Adidas. Freak on a Leash is or Follow the Leader is when they switch to Pumas.
Oh
my bad
God.
on my Korn
Oh
lore.
my God.
What an asshole!
Hey, and Happy New Year, everybody. Yay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Did you Google best fireworks? Is that how we got this, Tony?
And why is it playing at half speed, Tony?
It has something to do with the screen share. Does it matter? Look, your internet barely worked tonight. Look how
I
awesome
don't-
that is.
No, you can't get.
Oh damn! Cut him off.
Thank
So
you
that's
so
the
much
one
for
thing,
coming
Travis.
out.
Is you can drop people out, so that becomes a problem. Travis, thank you. So, before we go,
Share out
shout
all
out
your shit
to
again.
shout out to L Hanley in chat.
We're
We're doing shout outs now. That's a thing we do.
Yeah. We got to pick somebody in chat and shout out to them. So who you got, Travis?
I got Kit Kat, the cat.
Damn
Oh,
it, son
it's
of a
mouth
bitch!
fucking full.
Fuck, you took mine. Hey, Kit Kat, I hope you're feeling better. Hey, remember last week when Kit Kat was like, what do I have to do to get a shout out and have Phil's attention to get that shout out? And then I was like, fuck that, I'm going with Mike. Kit Kat was in the hospital the entire week
Oh,
What?
up to Christmas Eve.
no way.
Oh,
So, Cat, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah,
We were missing the high priestess of the King Church, but now that you're home, blessed be upon us to have you back into the KC,
Nice.
man.
yeah, just glad you're whatever it was. Glad it's better. Glad you're doing better and here to hang out. So you get a double shout out. That's for
Ooh.
you know.
That's too many shout outs.
I'm going to go Kilted Pipe Guy. Kilted,
Ooh.
we haven't seen you in chat in a while. Welcome back, my dude. I
Oh,
hope
there he
everything
is. Okay.
is doing over in Scotland. That's
Scotland.
Scottish, right? Thanks for showing up, McDuck. Go fuck yourself, and I love you.
Hold on. Just so I have to say this because he's one of my boys. Oshalicious. Thank you, Jason, for tuning in. I hope you got all these guys. It's a great show. Obviously, we had a great time. So spread the word, brother. Thanks for joining in.
So delicious, Oshalicious.
Onalicious.
I want to shout out to Have This Too. I love their name. They didn't actually type anything in chat, but they are watching.
Nice.
And I
Cool.
love the idea of like showing some love to the lurker crew who like
Yeah, man.
maybe you're not ready to participate yet, but you're having a good time watching.
Great shout out.
Hey,
And to be
Mike,
fair-
without
Go ahead.
bots, we don't have an audience. So, like,
Is that
wait,
a
good
robot?
job shouting those bots out, my dude.
And to be fair to the lurkers, anytime anyone mentions something in chat, they get clowned. So like, I wouldn't say anything. I really, like, seriously, thank you guys for saying stuff, man.
Yeah,
Because
man.
you know, it makes you a part of the show, and
Love
that's
the
not always
chat.
easy.
Love
But that's not
the
always
chat.
easy to put yourself out there, right?
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
thank
Honestly.
you guys.
And so even if Have This Too is a lurker, there are other lurkers out there that are not bots. And shout out to those especially.
For sure.
But I don't know if you're real or not because you're not talking in chat. So
Y'all, happy New Year. Have a
Hell yeah.
fun one. Have a
Happy New
safe one.
Safe.
Cheers to everyone, you guys, those in chat. Have some fun with it, whatever you're doing. Even if you're at the house, man, have a good one.
Yes.
And I look forward to 2021.
make sure to
up.
follow twitch.tv/Blazing Defender so that you know the next time this dude is on.
And he's gonna
I
start
don't know
going
what
on
his
more.
is. He fucking better. He doesn't have a goddamn job.
Yeah,
Holy
right?
shit.
Quote unquote teaching.
Pretty bad.
How hard could that be?
So
Oh
bad.
God. Oh God, get us off the air.